Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are we today? Oh god, goddamn. My apologies for my delay. I had to quickly rush to the toilet. But with that being said, though, we are about to be in for one hell of a freaking roller coaster. So we are here today with what else again? Episode 6, Paul's Journey. Okay, so it's about to be a mad one. It's about to be a mad one. But with that being said, though. I hope everyone is good today. Hope everyone's feeling blessed today. If you dig what I'm saying, okay. Now, where is my headphones? My headphones are right here. Okay, let's see who's in the building at this moment in time. Right, let's have a look. So, Scott Gill, how you doing? Lavender, how are you? Crazy Mama, how are you? Starry Eyes, how are you? Blue Eyes, how are you doing? Starry Blue, come on now. Laura, how you doing? Oceana, how are you? Let's Mind Cast, Momo, Topaz, and Hannah H, how are you doing? Right. Okay. So let's get the headphones on. And let's get into this absolute madness. And let's see what the hell is happening in this episode, man. I can expect it to be explosive. But nonetheless, though, let's get into it. What did I just do? Wait, I'm here, aren't I? Ah, look, I'm here. Yay! Marie Johnson, how you doing? Michelle, how you doing? Michelle G, come on now.
Been waiting for as long as I can handle. It does have to be too much for me.
A 10-piece nugget and a large chocolate shake?
Oh, hold on a minute. My apologies.
I'm miserable. And food is the only thing that helps me with the pain.
Somewhere in me is this little glimmer of hope. I just want to be a normal person. You can't do it, and then I just get mad. If I don't make a change now, I'm scared it's going to be too late.
It's crazy though, isn't it? Right in the intro, they always say, if I don't make a change now, I'm scared it's gonna be too late. It's just interesting how getting to 600 pounds is too late. I mean, I would have thought, I know obviously people gain weight for all different reasons, but I would have generally thought, getting to, depending on your height, getting to 200, 300 pounds is too late. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get it. I do try to understand, because but damn. 600 pounds though, that's a long way. You've gone past 2, 3, 4, and 500 pounds. And now you want to get to a stage where you're just like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna. How you doing, Chrissy Loves Tea? I hope you're a good girl. Powers, how are you? Poor Daddy, how are you?
I refuse to stop fighting. I have to do this for my children.
I've actually got to the stage now where I actually get really annoyed when they say that I gotta do this for my children. It really, really annoys me. And the reason why it really annoys me whenever they say I gotta do this for my children is purely because, you see, I'm very sensitive when it comes to the child area. So for me in particular, if I've just given birth, or I've got a child here, X, Y, Z, okay. Obviously I can't give birth, but let's say my woman just gave birth, whatever, right? Fact is, though, if I'm in a position in my life at that moment in time that I'm not mentally in my best stage in general, whether it's a weight, wherever I put on weight, or whether I've lost weight, or whatever it may be, the moment that I have a child is the moment that I wake myself up and say to myself, do you know what? Now I got to be my best self. Even if I've got to hide some of my pains and struggles and whatnot, okay, for a little while. This is the moment this is the motivation that I need. This is the purpose that I need to make sure that I am doing whatever I can to be my best self, and no matter how hard it's going to be. That's obviously my perspective, if you dig what I'm saying, but you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, whenever I give you my perspective, it comes from the point that in my whole life, I've always treated life as discipline, because life is about discipline. I'm a very strong believer in discipline, and if we're not looking to discipline ourselves, how are we looking to be better people for ourselves, and how are we looking to be better people for our children or anyone else? So whenever I hear this thing about I gotta do it for my children, it's like, well, your child's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years of age. How many years do you need to do something for your child? You know what I mean? It's like, shouldn't it be the moment the child is born, that's it, boom, that's the day your life changes? Because a lot of people say that the day that their child is born is the happiest day of their life. The child that day is born is the moment that they start to change things, they change their perspective, they do things for the greater good. But people say it, but then don't live it. You know what I'm saying? You can't say something and then not live it, because it means that you don't have discipline. You're struggling to put discipline in your life. And discipline is not easy to have. Discipline is one of the hardest things to do in life, but at the same time, though, here's a reality check. Life isn't freaking easy. So anything good for you will never be easy. Anything that you're doing in life that feels easy, okay, that's good, but now you need to do something that's going to be hard. Because that's how you discipline yourself, and that's how you progress. Progression comes from discipline. Progression comes from hard work. Progression comes from difficult things. Progression doesn't come from having things easy, stagnant, or comfortable. Do you see what I'm saying? But like I said, I understand my perspective is based on how I live my life, and I live it on discipline. Okay? Well, I try to. You know what I mean? Living life in discipline is very hard, so I try to as much as I can. If you dig what I'm saying. But anyway, let's just proceed. They need to see their children as motivation. If they can't, then obviously they think of food more. That is faith, hope, love. Facts. 100%. Finding a hot girl that didn't want to have children as much as me was the happiest day of my life. Finding a hot girl that didn't want to have children, as much as me. Fair enough. It's not easy, but you have. It's not easy, but you just have to when you have kids. No, exactly. When you have kids, you just have to. You know what I mean? It's that simple, you know? Honestly, like, children build character. When you have a child, it builds your character. It builds how strong you are. It builds, the type of person that you are as a person. In fact, having children can even unlock things about yourself that you never even knew that you could do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, not having children can also do the same thing. You just got to put yourself in positions that are going to unlock things about yourself that you never believed were true about yourself. Believe me, anything that you don't believe is true about yourself, anything that you don't think you can do, trust me, you can do it. You just got to put yourself in those positions to get it done. It's going to be hard. It's going to require a lot of fucking patience. I can tell you that now for sure. But it comes whenever it decides to come, which is the annoying part, but that's the patient part. My baby was 1 pound, 10 ounces and 14 weeks early. That experience changed me. I can only imagine the experience. It pisses me off when young children can't be kids as they wait. Yes, when they have to wait hand on foot for parents like these here on this TV show. But hey, let's proceed.
And went for as long as I can handle. It just got to be too much for me.
A 10-piece nugget and a large chocolate shake.
Whoa, what is 30? Wait. Let me see that again. That was too quick for me. Hold on.
Shake.
Oh my fucking god. Paul is 35 and 750 plus pounds. You're kidding me. Wallah. Ay. Woo! Woo! You're lying. Ay. Yo, listen. I don't believe in beating your children, so don't get it twisted when I'm gonna say the joke that I'm gonna say now. I'm just saying it because it's just the life that I grew up in, sadly, okay? But I grew up in the life of, son, get the belt. Right now, I'm just like, what the hell? This guy needs a hey, chill. Okay, let's proceed. 30. I knew a 35-year-old and he was 900 pounds. 900 pounds? You're kidding me. I need to know how they afford all this food and housing bills, etc. Chrissy, you're speaking levels. You know what I'm saying? But I think, what is it? But Topaz says taxpayers. Can you imagine? Think of all their mental health issues, Think a lot about them having mental issues, deep issues. They use food as a comfort. They have given up on themselves. Do you know what though? I as much as I definitely agree with what you're saying, mental health is always a key to a lot of things. 100%. Our actions are based on our health. Whether our mental health is positive and negative, 100%. But I'm actually getting sick and tired now where we're living in a world where mental health isn't taken seriously. And when I say taken seriously, what I mean is we're living in a world now where mental health is just used as a reason now. Okay? Used as a reason for why we do this, why we do that. Okay? Which therefore becomes an excuse. Mental health for me personally should be your motivation to do better. It shouldn't be your motivation to do worse, to hurt yourself, to be stagnant with yourself, you know what I'm saying, okay? Because the fact is, nowadays, when we look at a lot of the people that speak on mental health, they always speak on it on a perspective of, well, I got here because of my mental health. So basically, you're saying that you allowed your mental health to hold you down. You're saying your mental health is the reason. You can't do that. I mean, I know it's not, I know some people will say I can't say you can't, but discipline is where this comes into place, okay? How long can you use a certain reason, a certain excuse, until it's too late? That is the question. When people, if I speak something, they tell me something's happening because of this and that, the question is, okay, that's fine, I understand, I can relate to that, but how long are you going to allow this mental part of yourself to conduct your life? Because the fact is, people need to stop behaving as if not everyone goes through mental health. Everyone has a mental health fucking issue. Everyone is going through mental health. Point blank, period. There is no one in this world that is not going through mental health. And it doesn't matter whether yours is worse than mine is worse than yours. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you're doing with your mental health. What do you do with it? Do you use it to pick yourself up, or do you use it to bring yourself down? You see what I'm saying? And the fact is, though, when we talk about food becoming a comfort, this is the problem. That is where you have no discipline. Food should not be comfort. You know what I'm saying? Food is something that, you know, is used to fill up our bodies. Food is something that is used to give us energy. Food is something that is used to help us help us grow up, you know what I mean, from a kid to adults, build muscle or anything. That's what food is there for. Food isn't here for comfort. So when people say food is for comfort, it's like you're taking a piss, because understand this, we are very lucky and very fortunate to be living in a century, or to living in a moment in life where we have food. Way back before we existed, food was a chore. Food was something hard to get. Nowadays, we get taxpayers sitting there eating food like there's no tomorrow. That is savage. And to make it worse, the thing that I really dislike is when people talk about food, but also smoking at the same time. Yeah, smoking and food and drinking is my comfort. Like, yo, those things were never built for that. I mean, smoking maybe was actually built for stress, wasn't it? But then now we know it's not good for you, right? I'm just saying, though, like, always try to use your disadvantages to your advantage. If you're using your disadvantages to your disadvantages, then you're stagnant and you're letting yourself down. Use your disadvantages to your advantages. That is what disadvantages are for. They are there for you to understand what you're good at and what you're not good at, and therefore you focus on what you're good at and you propel as to your best abilities. It's never going to be easy, ever going to be easy. But like I said before, discipline ain't easy, life ain't easy. Point blank, period. Everyone goes through it. It's all about perspective, and if they have that mind, and if they have the mindset needed. No, I understand that. I understand that, Powers. I absolutely 100%. I agree with that. It's all about perspective, you know, and it's sad. But this is why, like, I feel like the government now, no matter where you are in the world, I feel like therapy should now be given as a I feel like therapy should be offered so much more now than ever, because I think therapy is something that is needed in today's society more than ever, because the problem is that so many of us are affected by social media, affected by TV. We're affected by so many different freaking things, man, that really mess up our minds and really make it hard for us to want to push forward, really make it hard for us to want to be motivated in so many different ways. And I feel like therapy could be the key. I'm not saying it is the key, but therapy over food is definitely something that I would choose, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like nowadays everyone should not be ashamed or should be shy to seek therapy and seek help. I think this is literally it. If you're struggling in life at this moment in time, whatever you're struggling with, please seek help. Do not seek help from yourself and end up, you know, putting yourself in a position that isn't nice for yourself. Seek help. Okay. And obviously, we live in a world where trusting someone is hard. I mean, listen, I don't trust nobody. Facts. I won't lie to you. I don't trust nobody. But at the same time, though, if I'm going to need help sometimes, I'm going to need help. So therefore, I'm going to need to seek help from somewhere. And if I need to, then I guess I need to, right? I'm not saying I'm the best at seeking help. I won't lie to you and say to you that I seek help every single person, because I don't. But I can honestly say to you now that seeking help is definitely something that a lot of us do need to do. It's just that plain and simple, you know what I'm saying? Pick up the phone, ring up one of these numbers that you get for people who are thinking really sad. Do what you got to do, man. Save your life and save your children's life. It's just that, and that's that. You know what I mean? Think of yourself. But let's proceed. It's annoying seeing people eat themselves to near 1,000 pounds. You're right. We all go through shit, Madzie. They need to get their shit together. Facts. Morning, what's going on, Miss Minikin? After a rough day, we go out, dinner and activity, bowling, golf, bar or club, and talk about it. But it wasn't always like that with me. My girlfriend helps me talk more. Listen, shout out to your girlfriend, Splunge Ducks. Shout out to your girlfriend, man. And to be fair, though, if you're someone like myself in particular who predominantly is an introvert that likes to keep to himself, me having someone that's going to motivate me to leave and actually do stuff is actually something that I would benefit for. It's something that I would benefit from myself in particular, to be fair. Yo, Splunge, do you want to show your girlfriend? Sure, man, relax. No one likes it. Exactly, no one lives in a vacuum. If we have mental health issues that makes us act out, we have a responsibility to get help. Facts. Louder for the people in the back, Mads. Come on now, powers. All right, why don't you use your powers to tell the people in the back? I think social media should be modified to not encourage bad things, mental or otherwise. Facts. I think personally, if social media is not helping you, delete it.
I never thought my life would be like this. I never thought I'd be 750 pounds. And at my size, I'm miserable. My back aches, my knees, my toes.
Hey, I'm drinking a herbal drink, by the way. Someone asked me what am I drinking. I'm drinking some sort of mango infused herbal drink.
Everything about my life hurts. The only thing that helps me with the pain is food. And the thought of being able to eat is what motivates me to get up and get out of bed.
I always encourage you to go out. You know, you need to hold my hand. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me. You got to drag me out.
Because I have to take a shower. And that's a painful ordeal for me. And I hate it. Even getting out of bed is hard. Because I have lymphodemas on both of my legs. Which means my legs are permanently.
So man's got lymphodemas on both legs. I wonder how tall he is though, man. He looks very tall, but his foot doesn't look nice, man. Honestly, his foot does not look nice at all. You see the shape of his foot here? You see that? You see that sweatiness there on his foot? That is absolutely mad. What? I've never seen that. Look at this. See that there? That's a swelling on his foot. That is actually insane. Raw. Man. It's hard for me though, because I don't know how to feel, man. Should I feel sorry for him? Like, I don't know how to feel, man. Like, yo, how do you get yourself to this position? It's a madness.
Swollen. The second I'm up, I'm already in pain. And anytime I walk more than 10 feet, I can't even catch my breath. I'm exhausted all the time. And so I have to move carefully so I don't get stuck or trip and fall. Anyway, that's my size. The biggest fear is slipping. If I fell, I'd have to call 911. But no matter what, I can't be up for long.
Yo, TLC are naughty for this. I don't know why I don't know how TLC or Discovery Plus, I don't know how they get away with filming someone having a shower, man. We don't need to be seeing how someone showers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to put this on some sort of like 18 plus or some sort of like Patreon kind of paid at content time something, man. Like, it ain't nice, man. Listen, to be honest with you, I think personally, like, none of these people that go on this show should be agreeing to being filmed whilst butt naked showering. It's not needed. We don't need to see that, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's just not needed. It's not because it's disgusting. It's because it's called privacy. Like, have privacy for yourself, man. What is this? No. You ain't gonna listen. If you put on a TV show like Love Island, right? You ain't gonna see none of the girls or none of the boys and girls who are in shape get butt naked on camera, and it's not gonna get showed. Censored or not, they're not going to show it, are they? But when it comes to someone that is overweight and obese like this, oh yeah, it's okay though. We must show the world how an obese person cleans himself. But we cannot show how someone maybe from Love Island gets down, or how someone from any other TV show that isn't weight related. Like, this is just dumb as hell though, man. They need to stop this with these showering scenes though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They need to stop. They always have to have the shower bit. It's like, come on now, man. Are we for real? Like, This isn't good, man. I wouldn't agree to this. I don't care how much money you want to pay me. Yeah, what can I agree to this, man? Madzie, I can't stay. Just, come on, man. Just stay, man. Come on now. Forget work. Don't worry about work, man. Just put me in the background, Kashina. Just put me in the background. Come on now. Come on. He must be in so much pain at this weight. The fat must be infuriated, infiltrating his organs. Potentially. Tell me about it, man.
I'm staying for 10 minutes at the most. If I'm not leaning to get something. And I just have to give up and get out. And I don't feel like my body's ever clean. And that depresses me because I am ashamed to have let my life get to the point where I can't even clean myself like I need every day. I try to shower every day. Sometimes I don't, sometimes twice a week. And it makes me feel
I think they're just trying to show how hard it can be when you get that big. No, I understand that, right? I understand that, Marie. But what I'm trying to say is that they will show us the whole situation. They'll show us the person getting into the shower, then washing themselves, and then getting out of the shower. We don't really see all of it. Maybe a little snippet of it. Maybe just like a little saying. Maybe. But the whole procedure. Come on now, man. They're just trying to fill in the gap because their program is like an hour and a half, right? They're just trying to make sure that it stretches out the bloody program at this stage.
Disgusting. So I hate the whole process of taking a shower and getting dressed. I'm in so much pain afterwards. I can barely get dressed. I basically wear the same thing every day because I can only wear what's easiest to put on at this point. So I can't.
Wow, man. He might as well be a cartoon, man. He wears the same thing every single bloody day because, boy, getting something else is challenging. That is not the life. That is not the life, man.
Pants at all because of the swelling is out of control. So during the day, I have to wear special socks to keep the swelling down. But it's hard to wrap them on my own. It's the one part I have to get help from my mom to do.
How are you this morning?
Okay.
Love you.
We gotta put my socks on, please. I live with my mom, so she can help me, and it makes me feel really bad that she has to basically take care of me all the time.
I love Paul as much love as God could give you to give somebody. I'm always.
I mean, listen, you can't be using the word love, man. You can't. Again, I know I can't be saying you can't, but you just can't be telling me you love him. If you loved him, why did you allow this to happen to your son? And don't get me wrong, he has his own responsibility too, okay? There's always going to be that level of self-accountability. But I love my son enough to continue aiding his addiction. To keep it aiding his mental health. Nah, stop it. No. I'm not with it.
Worried about him. He's just got so extremely large that it's out of hand. His legs are so tight, so badly tight, because his weight.
I wonder when it got out of hand, Mum. He's got so overweight, it's got out of hand. He's 750 plus pounds, mother. Well, wait, so you're telling me now it's got out of hand? Come on now, man. Say something realistic. Stop saying stupid things, man.
The meter where the blood doesn't flow. So Paul stays swollen and he needs those compression socks, but he can't bend over and put them on himself. So if I ain't doing it, then it ain't getting done. You see what I mean? Because he's too big to do it.
So, by the time I'm dressed, I'm in pain and exhausted, and I feel like a failure. How I deal with that is I eat, and that's when my day starts to turn around. You know, after I get dressed, I make it to the couch in my living room, and that's where I stay for the rest of the day. And all I do is eat, because food makes me happy. Yeah. So maybe.
Oh my days, man. So you're telling me Mum comes in the room, she gets the bandages, everything that's needed, she patterns man up, feet, ankles and everything, puts on his trainers, everything, for him to get up from his bed, to walk a couple of seconds to the sofa that he's going to be sitting on the whole day, eating food the whole day. Now remember this is the key part. He said that he gets that once his mum done all them things for himself, he then goes and walks to that bloody sofa and he sits on that sofa the whole day. Now remember that, because that means he does not leave that part to go and get food, which means that his mother and whoever else may be involved are the ones that are giving him the food that he wants throughout the bloody fucking day. Wow. Okay. Well done, Mum. Well done. Mum of the freaking year. Well done. You've done a splendid job. Splendid job. But hey, let's proceed. Then the food they prepare for him is enough for 5 people. I'm telling you now, this guy's eating more than just 5 people. Depending on your portions. I mean, if you're talking American portions, 5 people. If you're talking UK portions, we're talking 10 people. I've seen American portions. They ain't the same in the UK, man. You guys are beastly. Yes, your appetizer portions. American appetizer portions is UK's main dish portions. You know what I'm saying? It's a madness. So yeah, but let's proceed.
I am. It's toast. Maybe some juice.
Yeah, I got juice. I love you.
And it takes everything bad and makes it go away. I feel like there's an empty space there when it's not food. So food, it's everything to me. And that all started a long time ago. From as far back as I can remember, I've always been big. My dad was 400 pounds, and my mom was overweight too. So we all were big, and I think that was partly because my mom was such a good cook. My mom's goal was to make us happy, so she was always feeding us, and that's how she showed us she loved us. And I just constantly wanted to eat, and I never wanted to stop. So, food was everything. But then, when I was 7, things at home started to change. My parents started to fight a lot more. They often wouldn't see each other for days, because they were always working to make ends meet. So I think they would fight because of that. And so, when I was around 10, they got a divorce, and my dad left. So I just ate and ate to make me feel better. And by the time I was 11, I was already over 200 pounds. So that's when it started to get really hard at school. I was bullied. Kids, maybe because I was different than them. I was an outcast, and I was lonely a lot. So food was my friend. But I also started to hang around people at the carnival, where my dad worked when I see him, and they never made me feel rejected, because they considered me like family. Since my dad was a third-generation carnival worker, it was like the family business, and the carnival was my family. So I really didn't hang out with anybody my age. I preferred older people for a while, but that changed when I was 12, because when my mom worked, she would have a friend of the family watch us. And one day, we went to the beach, and we trust this guy, and the guy said I was a kid. And so we were going to the beach, and he started to rub on me, and then decided to whip out his private and start to, I told him at the time to put it away, and then I wanted to go home, and basically told me, you don't tell nobody else, if so, then I'll deny you're a child, because of that, and what it did to me, because I felt like I could have stopped it if I said something, but I just kept quiet, and just used food to forget about what happened, and by the time I was 14, I weighed 475.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there real quick. I'm gonna stop it right there. Okay, so first and foremost, this guy has always been big since day one. Reasons being, like Mum said, because like he said, because Mum has always been cooking. Mum's been a good cook since day one, so food has always been the core of the house. Okay, by the time he was age 11, I think he said, he was over 200 pounds. Now, obviously, within that timeline, he also then obviously went away with this guy. Okay, this guy then done something that was unnecessarily done. Okay, but let's just put this out here right now. Okay, he then said that after that happened, he used food as the tool for him to forget those events. But let me just say something right now. I'm not expert in any kind of way, but I'm just saying this based on what he just said here. Food was already his comfort before the events. Those events just enhanced things even more. So food became even more of a tool even after that. So basically, to be honest with you, this guy's life from the very beginning with food just was never friendly. You know what I mean? Mom and dad would fight. Before mom and dad was fighting, they'll feed him. Mom and dad would fight. He'd feed himself anyway just to get past through their madness. Okay, something happens to him that was just not necessary at all, and food then became a thing. So the fact is, though, this guy, I feel like he's someone that needs therapy that is very, very deep. He needs to go into rehab, food rehab or something like that. Anyway, inpatient care or something like that. He needs some deep therapy because his trauma has obviously messed him up a lot in terms of mum and dad fighting and the experiences he went through. But the fact is, though, food was always a part of the journey for the whole thing. So the thing is, though, he's never ever been able to learn to do anything without food. Anything that he has done, food has always been the result. And that is the issue that he has at hand here. And that is where he needs to focus on, in my opinion. And that's what he needs to target on. What can I do to help myself go forward in life that does not revolve around food? Okay. But it's so sad, though, because clearly mum has been a feeder since day one. And that's it. And mum is still a feeder. She made him food in this whole scene when he's talking. She's made him food. And she sits there watching him eat his food as he's telling us the narrative. This whole episode has already got me turned upside down, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm ready to call it quits, man. Like, what? How did they afford to eat so much? Carnival, yeah. Mum set up the perfect storm. Exactly, mum set up the perfect storm. His mother failed him miserably. Facts. How is he blowing up? Wait, how is he blowing up that big? Make you feel better. Oh, how does blow up make? Yeah, I'm saying I get that. I was always wondering the same thing. Trust me. Where they get money for these things is beyond me. Because if mum and dad was working to get meat's end, well, clearly that meat's end, the meat is ending in his fucking body, isn't it? Meat's end. Beyond me. Agree. I blame his parents for not making him healthy meals in healthy proportions. You know what? It's not even about that. You know what? It's definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong. His parents not making him healthy meals and not educating him in portions is definitely an issue. But for me, the bigger issue is that he's never had an alternative. He has never, it feels like he's never like done anything else with his life but eat food. You know what I mean? So he liked the carnival and stuff and whatnot, but what did he do there? Did he do like eating competitions? That's not me trying to be funny. I'm just asking, what did he do there? Did he just chill around, just watch everyone else? Because that's the kind of place where you meet interesting people who do interesting things that maybe you want to do yourself. And usually those things can involve moving a bit, depending on what it is. But What did you go there for? Just to eat? I'm baffled. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. I notice how often people on the show have had stage trauma. I hear that. I wonder if the mom was never taught to make healthy meals. My grandpa used to fry his eggs in extra bacon greasy. Yikes! Damn, that makes me shiver. Might have ate all of the junk food at the carnival. Possibly. Yes, he told in his therapy, maybe even joint therapy with his mummy. His mum needs it too, 100%. Therapy never seems to work. Some people are just cursed. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying cursed, but I would say this: therapy will only work if you want it to work. The fact is, nothing in life will work unless you want it to work. That is just the bottom line. You have to believe it's going to work for it to work. Without you believing, then it's not going to work. Point blank, period. My therapy is working. You be willing to listen to your therapist as much as they can listen to you. Facts. Therapy works wherever or not the person applies anything is a different story or the willpower to change. Facts. You would think the rest of the family would be skinny the way the 600-pound person eats all the groceries. I mean, listen. Damn.
Fitting in high school became a problem. That's the age when everyone starts to date. I wanted a girlfriend, but girls didn't want the fat guy, so I just kept to myself. Continued to eat more, and food was all I cared about. I didn't even care about my grades. My grades got so poor, they held me back then. So by the time I finally did manage to graduate, I was very happy to leave school and all behind me, because I wasn't being bullied every day. But I knew I needed to work. So after high school, I went into the family business. I became the fourth generation in my family to do that, and I loved it because I felt like I fit right in. So I did that full time for the next.
So I have a very random question, okay? I don't know why I was thinking of this the other day. I don't know. The other day I was just thinking of different addictions that people have in this world, and I was just thinking, like, out of some of the addictions that I come across, which one would I prefer to have if I was to pick one of these addictions to have? You know, if I was, you know, if I fell into that kind of life XYZ, right? And it's gonna sound so messed up, but obviously you got people that are addicted to drinking, you got people that are addicted to food. Then you got people that are addicted to sex, right? Okay. There was another one as well that I forgot, but I'm just wondering, like, if you could have an addiction, which one would you be addicted to the most? Would you be addicted to sex, food, or substance? Yes, it was drinking or substance. That's it. The other one, the fourth one was substance. That's it. So it's substance, drinking, which you can call a substance, but I'm gonna put that separate. So substance, drinking, food, or sex, right? You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about that, right? I didn't really come to an answer, to be fair, but I was like, damn, none of them really feel applicable to me still, because the road just fall under one category for me, and that's just depression, right? But very dark question, very funky question. Don't have to answer it, but I was thinking it the other day, and now I'm just sharing it for the sake of it. So if you want to answer that question, feel free to. But please tell me why you pick your answer. Okay, why you pick that answer. Don't just say sex and then not. I want to know why. Why would you pick that answer? Okay, you know what I'm saying. Okay, and you can't make up one Miss Exercise addiction over there. I just saw. We can't pick one. You can't make up one. Sorry, you got to pick one of those ones. Substance, if weed counts. Wow, Powers is out here like if we. That's the reason why. Did you see her eat the piece of chocolate cake? Nah, I didn't see that. Are you talking about this episode or a different episode?
12 years, and I did my job well.
Are you talking about the Lacey episodes? I believe so. I think I saw that. When I was young, I was addicted to purging. It was my stress. Purging. That's okay. That's an interesting one.
Happy place for me. I got to meet new people, and they all had the food I loved: fried chicken, big sausages, corn dogs, and lots of bread and fried dough. I could have any of it anytime I wanted. And by the time I was 24 until I was 29, my weight rose to 600 pounds. So that's when my weight started to become more of a problem for me. I had to stop working because it was too hard to be on my feet for long. And that was a huge blow to my morale. So I just ate more to forget my misery. And so...
Oh, right. No, listen, I didn't see Foodie Booty eat a piece of cake.
I got even bigger.
The way people are picking sex, man. Already addicted to weed. Maybe I should choose video games because maybe I could win money in a competition. That's a good point, you know. That's a good point. Sex, if it's healthy.
It was a few years later when I was 33 that I hit 700. And shortly after that, it's when I had to move in with my mom because I needed help. And I couldn't afford a place on my own since I couldn't work anymore. I love my mother, and I'm one bedroom studio. And I hate that I had to make her sleep on the couch. So I feel horrible and like a failure. But the one bright spot in my life is my girlfriend, Jen. She came into my life a little over a year ago. A friend of mine that knew I was lonely told me about her and told me I should reach out to her. My buddy had told her about me, and she thought it was funny that I reached out to her to be a friend when I didn't know who she was. So from there, we started hanging out. And almost a year ago, I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said yes, saying it's happened to me. And having her in my life has given me hope that I still have a chance at life. But I know the biggest obstacle keeping me from getting to that life is my weight. My whole life revolves around food. So I know there's a death coming up because my size is killing me. It's already taken everything else from me. And I don't see anyone most days except my mom and Jen. And she has to come to me now if I'm going to see her. And so our whole relationship mostly revolves on her coming here to eat with me. She lives an hour and a half away, so I know that's hard for her to keep doing. I want to have a future with Jen. She makes me happy, but I know that's not going to happen, the direction I'm headed. So I feel like I need to change my life so we can be happy together.
So you're telling me his mum travels an hour and a half to just to feed her son? Can somebody explain this to me, please? His mum lives an hour and a half. So she travels an hour and a half on a daily basis pretty much, or weekly basis, whatever. Feed him. You just couldn't write this level of just madness. Absolutely utter freaking madness. Move back with your mum. How do you expect to heal in the same place? You got sick. Oh, damn. That one hit different. Move back with your mum. How do you expect to heal in the same place you got sick? Woo! Woo! Lavender. Damn. Lavender, you hit different. Yo, I just want to share this for the sake of sharing this, okay? I recently just bought this little cheeky little candle here, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. It's obviously not flipping, what do you call it, Yankee candles, but yeah, Wickford & Co, right? I bought this for like $2.99 the other day from freaking Home Bargains. Was it Home Bargains? I think it was Home Bargains anyway. Okay. No, it was the B&M stores. It's either Home Bargains or B&M stores. I can't remember. But I'm going to tell you this now. This warm apple and cinnamon, right? I'm going to tell you this now. This smells like golden. I bought two of them. The other one that I bought, it was dark chocolate with, it was dark chocolate and orange or something. I haven't put that one on yet. This one right here. Listen, if there's any mandem in the building right now, put this on here, yeah, trust me. You're a woman, trust me, pussy wet all day long, trust me, you know what I'm saying, okay? Put this on, okay? You're having sex the rest of the day, trust me, pussy wet all day. Obviously, this isn't Yankee because man ain't really got the Yankee kind of money still. Some of us that live in lifestyles paying Yankee kind of prices. Yeah, no, I'm not about that life. Yeah, this is $2.99, Wickford & Co. I'll go with that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue. He lives with his mum. His girlfriend lives an hour away. Oh, sorry, Kai Beth. Thank you for that. Wait, what? He's still got a girlfriend? Oh, damn. I must have missed that. My bad. So his girlfriend lives an hour and a half away. Boy, she ain't his girlfriend, man. She's getting decent. She's getting that pipe elsewhere, man. She's getting that pipe elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Listen, she ain't messing about. Come on now, man. Don't mess about with me.
Hey. Hi, babe. How are you? Good to see you. How you doing? Oh, it smells so good. Hi, Booker. I got hamburgers, potatoes, and appetizers.
Hey, Buck. So, she has a son, too. And it makes me so sad that I can't play sports.
His girlfriend is tiny compared to him, like way tiny. He ain't giving his girlfriend no pipe. He ain't giving her no. Nah, she's getting her pipe elsewhere. She just feel sorry for him, man. Call me savage, but nah. His girlfriend travels to eat with him. Nah, you're taking a piss now, man. You're just taking a piss. Come on, what the hell's going on here, man? This is madness.
With my girlfriend's son. I can't go for long walks with my girlfriend. And I want to change all that. So I know I gotta change.
I don't understand how he's got a fucking girlfriend. That's actually bothering me. No, he doesn't. No. Listen, if he's gonna have a girlfriend, he needs one that's gonna put him in his place. We can't. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please stop being in relationships with people that are stagnant. Please stop being in relationships with people that ain't doing shit to help you. Be in relationships with people that are actually going to help you enhance yourself, and you're going to help them enhance themselves. That's it. There is no chill, no stagnant, no nothing. This isn't it, man. The fact is though, right here, He's so big that she looks so freaking tiny, right? You know what?
So I'm trying to fight this addiction. But I can't do it alone. I'm feeling like I'm at a crossroad and I'm scared.
Imagine being what do you call it? You can't write this stuff, man. Oh my days. So his girlfriend's got a son. His girlfriend has got a son, right? Okay. So I don't know the son's name, but let's say the son's name is, let's say his name's Timothy. Okay. Let's say his name's Timothy. Timothy says to mom, "Hey mom, what are we doing today? We're gonna go. Oh, I forgot that's it. We're gonna go see Paul." Okay, what are we gonna go? So mommy, no wait. Timothy says to mom, "What are we doing today? We're gonna go see Paul." Oh, okay then. So does that mean we're gonna go eat? Yes. Okay then. Fun. There's nothing. It's just nothing. Just nothing. What is this? Listen, I'm gonna say this to you now. I don't care what you think of what I'm gonna say. Women, if you are single parents, okay? If you are single parents, please find a man that's gonna be a father to your freaking kid. Okay? Please find a man that's gonna do things with your child, that's gonna go out with your child, you know, help your child have some sort of activity. Please don't go with a man that ain't gonna do nothing for your child. That literally each time he comes over, all you're doing is eating. Because therefore, women, you are enabling your child as well as you're enabling your partner. That is just the bottom line. Please, you can't be doing this. And the vice versa, the other way around too. Nah, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing this. And this guy ain't giving her no pipe, man. Because, listen, the fact is though, his mobility levels are next to none. His mum has to tape up his whole legs for him to stand up. There's no way my man is standing up and giving her the doggy for no longer than 1 second. His legs are giving out. Facts. Okay, there ain't gonna be no freaking missionary because his bed, we've seen his bed. He covers up his whole bed. Both of them are not gonna be, not even in a mission position. Call me nasty, say that I'm being or whatever, but this is just facts. Now, listen, this ain't right. I'm actually really pissed because her son shouldn't be in this lifestyle. She needs to leave this man for the benefit of her son. Facts. I don't like this for the son because this kid always learning is food. He's going over. She's driving an hour and a half for her son to eat food. Oh my days. And let's not forget. His mother is an enabler. His mother is an enabler. So, hey, look, Timothy, we're going to go see Paul and his mummy. And his mum's going to make us food. What a happy day. I mean, we could be go somewhere else like, I don't know, Orlando, Florida and going to like Disneyland, I don't know, or we could be going for a walk in the park, or we could go to the park and throw a football, you know what I mean, or play a little bit. We could be doing all these other things instead, but no, we're gonna go on Paul's house and eat some oh, dear. Listen, I'm telling you now, okay, cobwebs down below unless she's getting piped elsewhere, point blank, period. Tell me otherwise. My stepdad did not want any relationship with me and wish he didn't have another child to raise. So I say amen, Madzie. Maya, I'm sorry that you went through that. You know what I'm saying, okay? I'm sorry you went through that. Well, the girlfriend must not be playing with a full deck to be involved with the family like that. Diana.
Even though I'm finally starting to see that I can have the life that I wanted and I have hope, my fear is that it could already be too late for me. That my body's too far gone already.
Forget about the life that you wanted. What about the life that kid wants? That kid deserves better than both you and his mother at this rate.
Rock bottom. My son is the size of 3 men, but he only has 1 heart. And I'm afraid. I'm afraid of losing my kid. Me and Paul are very close, and I would say if my son doesn't survive, I will probably lose it. I don't know, but I know that I beg God all the time to let me go.
You know what really annoys me the most about this mother? Let me show you something.
First.
Oh, she disappeared. She looks like Debbie from 90 Day Fiancé as well. That's nothing there. No. She looks like baby girl Lisa. Remember baby girl Lisa from 90 Day Fiancé? The mother really annoyed me because she looks like her and she's just talking shit like her.
Probably lose it. I don't know, but I know that.
Look at this. This is baby girl Lisa. Just dark hair. Tell me otherwise. Huh? Listen, baby girl Lisa, be quiet please, man. You're enabling your son. You can't be telling me that if you lose your son, you're gonna be in tears and you're gonna be XYZ, because the fact is though, you have You've taken him to his grave. You've taken him to his grave. That's it. Baby girl Lisa vibes, man. Bloody hell, man.
I beg God all the time to let me go first.
Yeah, they sound the same too, I'm telling you.
I have so much to change, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna talk to Dr. Now today on a video call to talk to him about doing this program. I know I need help and that I have to get some sort of aid to lose weight before things get worse. But my big concern is that Dr. Now is already in Houston. And if I did this program, I don't know how that would affect my life. Hello.
So, man can't even drive to Houston for Dr. Now to actually see him physically. Damn, but okay, it's better than nothing. FaceTime call is better than nothing at all, so let's put some respect on it, right?
Hello.
Hi, Paul. I'm Dr. Nazardan. How you doing?
I'm good.
So, Paul, I understand you want to get some help to lose weight.
Yes.
Okay. So, Paul, what's going on with you?
I'm a very large man. I'm 750 pounds, and I'm in dire need of help.
And you're in Florida?
Yes, I'm in Arbondale, Florida.
And, Paul, I'm going to ask you some questions about your health and go over some specifics with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You said you weigh about 750 pounds. So, how tall are you?
6'6".
So, you have a BMI of 87. Paul, how far you can walk?
I can walk to the end of the driveway,
Okay.
maybe 500 feet.
And you get short of breath walking, or your stamina gives out?
A shortness of breath, and my knees start to give out.
So, you can get around, but your mobility is severely limited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so your weight is pretty high, but your BMI is under 100, so it would be safe for you to travel here. And if you're interested to lose weight and doing my program, you need to come down to Houston for a meeting and an exam. But even though it may be safe for you to drive to Houston, don't put too much strain on you to go back and forth and keep making that trip multiple times. So if you want to do the program, you need to commit to moving to Houston and stay for at least a year or more to do the program, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you think you can do that?
I would love to do the program, but I need to have some conversations first about moving.
Conversation with who?
My family and my girlfriend.
Well, it is not easy to transplant your life down to here and put things on hold. In your situation, if you want to get help and lose weight, so there's something that you need to figure out. And you need to make a decision and plan on coming and see us in Houston if you want to do my program, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then we go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
But no matter what, this is all going to come down to whether or not you start making the changes you need to get healthy bone, okay? And that means that you're only going to eat 3 times a day, stacking. And you're going to eat around 500 calories a day. That means that you eat about 400 calories per meal. So that is a high protein, low carb diet. And you start that diet right now, so you can start losing weight immediately. And once you get down here, we'll see where you're at and give you a motive to show me that you're able and willing to start making the changes you need. And if you do that, then we will move ahead with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you have a lot of work to do to make the changes you need. And it won't be easy for you. You get that?
I do.
Okay, so tell me, what do your eating habits look like right now?
I eat all the time. I eat lots of sweets and a lot of food. I eat a lot of fast food, a lot of greasy food.
So what do you eat because you're hungry, or you eat from habit?
More of a habit than anything.
There is no excuse for that. So if you're telling me you're to get over 700 pounds out of habit, then it's time to change and break that habit. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Does anyone in your family enable you to eat like you do?
Not really.
Who do you live with?
I live with my mom for most of the time.
Does she feed you?
Yes, sir. My mom cooks almost every night. She cooks.
Is your mom helping you to eat less, or is she encouraging you to eat?
She just puts too much on the plate, and I don't tell her no.
Well, if you don't learn to say no, then you're going to be 700 pounds. So this is not a healthy way. And, people like you, they don't make it to age 40. And this is a very high-risk situation. With all that strain that you're putting on your system, any day your body can give out and you're not going to make it. And that'll be it for you. So you have to realize that your situation is very dangerous, and you have to change your eating habit, and this is going to be all up to you to make that decision. Okay?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to do it, sir.
Is your girlfriend encourage you to watch your diet, or what's going on with that?
She tries to watch my diet and cook better, but I sometimes just go eat stuff that I shouldn't eat.
Well, that needs to change immediately.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Right now, it's very important that you stick with the 1200 calories in your diet and do your exercises.
Yes, sir.
But if you want to do this, it's going to be up to you to make the healthy choices with what you eat. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And the most important thing with the diet is...
So he needs to stick to a 1,200 calorie diet. 1,200 calorie diet. That's what he needs to stick to. And obviously he needs to move to Houston as well. But he is obviously saying that he needs to speak to his mother first. Dr. Now is like, why? This is your life. This is your journey. And obviously, in case you didn't hear this as well, he's obviously saying that Dr. Now asked him about who cooks for him, and he said his mother. He says his mother obviously cooks for him, and his mother puts too much food on the plate, and he doesn't say no. Obviously, Dr. Now says, well, you got to tell her no. Okay. But the thing is, though, the fact is this, though, at this moment in time, he's not taking any self-accountability, realistically. There needs to be more self-accountability from himself, to be honest with you. The moment you're ready to take full self-accountability is the moment that you're more likely to be ready to go forward. But the moment that you're still saying other people, even if it is other people, questionable.
That you don't snack, you only eat it 3 times a day, and that diet is no carb on your diet, and protein, and a lot of vegetable, like a salad or cooked vegetable on your diet, okay?
So no carbs on his diet. No carbs on his diet at all.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you need anything, give me a call.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
How you doing, Erente?
I know I need to make my health a priority. Like Dr. Mouse says. It's just I'm scared about what Jenna's going to think and what it's going to mean for our relationship. I just don't want to mess things up with her because she's already told me she wishes we live closer. So this is tough because both options for me seems like a big risk. So I feel like I just need to discuss it all with Jennifer before I make a final decision. So I just hope this doesn't end up messing things.
It's funny though, man. He talks about making a final decision so he doesn't mess things up, bro. The only decision that you need to make is going to Texas. I mean, is going to Houston. That's it. It doesn't matter about your girlfriend. It doesn't matter about mommy or whatever or whoever he wants to speak to. Just because you might be further away doesn't mean a single damn thing. You need to go and fix your health. If your girlfriend really loves you and she really wants to be with you, she'll still be here by the time you come back. Obviously, Dr. Now says that he needs to move to Houston for at least a year or more to see some real progression.
Things up with us in the end. Today I'm headed to Houston to see Dr. Down in person, to start his program, and to see what I have to do to get weight loss surgery with him.
Mom, you ready?
I'm getting there, babe. Just got my meds.
I don't think my truck will make it all the way to Houston, and I can't fit in my mom's car, so I didn't have an option until my friend JJ offered to take me. So I'm thankful she is willing to be a good friend and do this to help me out.
Hi. Hey, JJ in the house.
Going to Houston. You ready for a road trip?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm Jessica. Paul calls me JJ, though. It's a nickname I've had my whole life. Me and Paul have been best friends, pretty much our whole lives.
Put on me.
Hey! Are you excited? It's going to be a whole, chance at a new life for him, to be able to live a normal life again.
You guys ready?
I'm ready. You ready, Jay?
Been ready.
We're gonna load up.
Get your luggage, let's go.
All right, let's go. Overall, I'm nervous about the trip down there, just because of how long it is. This is gonna be a 1,000-mile trip.
I think that there should be a child. I think that there should be a new law for parents who overfeed their children. I think that if your child rocks up to school overweight, I reckon that should be a child services issue, personally. Okay, so what's happening at home? That's what I think, personally. Because the fact is, we live in a world where child services is terrible anyway. Shocking anyway. And me saying this probably wouldn't even mean a damn thing. But I feel like something needs to be done. Because his issue is literally been because of childhood. His mum was the root of his problem. He should have been removed from her hands from day one.
That's a total of 15 to 16 hours of just driving. But my big concern is after a couple.
I think it should be considered as equally neglectful and as not feeding your child. Not 100%. It is. I agree with you. Because the fact is, feeding your child is neglect. Not feeding your child is also neglect. I remember I worked with an autistic boy once upon a time, right? Non-verbal autistic child, right? He was in I started work with him when he was in year 1, all the way until we got to year 2. And he was massive when I met him. He was in year 1, so it means he was between 5 to 6 years of age, all right? And he was the same size as the kids in year 5. The kids in year 5 are age 9 to 10, I believe, or 10 to 11. Or 9 to 10. Yeah. Anyway, and then once we got to year 2 now, obviously, age 6 or 7, he was bigger than the kids in year 6. And I'm gonna tell you this now. Best believe me when I tell you this. The kids in year 4, 5, every kid basically in year 3, 4, 5, and 6, they were all scared of him because he was so big. They thought that he was, he was this terror. Thing is that the kid was lovely. He was as soft as anything. You know what I mean? Okay. One of the best kids I've ever worked with, honestly. Like, I remember obviously when I was working. Sometimes when you're working with kids with autism and XYZ, sometimes you get your moments where you love it, and sometimes you get moments you just don't like it at all, right? That's just honest, right? He was one of those kids, man. Honestly, he was definitely my favorite out of every child I've ever worked with on a one-to-one. Favorite one of all time. but he was so big, his size was intimidating. But the problem was that his parents would always feed him. He used to come to school. Listen, man is rocking up, he's rocking up, coming out of the freaking taxi, right? And do you know what he had in his hand? He had a family pack size bag of crisps. Family size bag of crisps. Okay? Americans, you call it fries, I don't know. Crisps. Okay? A whole one, yamming a whole one in the morning. I remember before I went to a school trip with him, went to London Zoo. Madness. Went to London Zoo with him, right? And his packed lunch was just criminal. His packed lunch could have fed at least 2 or 3 other kids on that school trip. Madness. They packed him his usual every day. He had the same meal every day for lunch, which was rice and chicken, right? But the rice was tons, the chicken was tons. I ain't gonna lie to you though, the chicken didn't look good though. It looked like it was like kebab chicken. It looked good. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's getting smelly. Like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But he'd have that, a pack of crisps, a drink, okay, and some biscuits. Man's got a whole shebang. On a trip, man had the rice and the chicken. Then he had, you know, when you go to stores and you can buy like the 6-pack of crisps. You can go and buy Walkers, or as Americans call it, Lay's, and you can go buy 6-pack of ready salt or something like that. He came in with one of those, 2-pack of biscuits. Okay, it was a madness. Okay, along with just other stuff that I can't even remember. And the fact is, the problem was that whenever he would get loud, even though he was non-verbal, he would still scream sometimes. Whenever he would do that, just to keep him quiet, the mum would feed him. Just feed him. That was their way. We had to train him in school, say, no, that ain't the way. We done a really good job with him in school. But at home, mum was doing the backwards. Mum was a pure feeder. Pure feeder. It was different. Different. He has the same meal every day, probably because he struggles with new food, man. Okay, listen. Obviously, despite the fact that you're a mother of a child with autism, I'm gonna say this now. I don't know about your child. Obviously, autism is different for every child. But I'm gonna tell you with this kid here, the reason why he had the same meal every single day was because his mother had been feeding him the same meal since. I remember when I got there. You see, in schools, any good school you go to, they will keep a log of the child's behavior from the day he started to his present day. Because every single year, you have to do an annual review meeting with the parent to have a conversation with the parent about the child, okay? About what has changed, what has progressed, what has worked, what hasn't worked, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this now, every single thing that the school put in place for this kid worked after a certain time. But his mom would always reverse every single thing. You have to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you are autistic or not, muscle memory is a thing regardless. Okay. But I'm just telling you from my experiences. It's not about me being right or wrong or whatever. This is about my experiences. This kid here, right now, his mom, she was neglecting him. You know, it was crazy because at first, you'd give him a fruit. He didn't want to know. After a certain amount of time, he started wanting the fruit. Just building it into his mind. Because you have to understand something. If you keep feeding someone something that they want, I'm not talking about food, but generally, if you keep giving someone something that they want, but you're not trying to push something else forward, the person whoever it is only going to want that one thing only. They're only going to want that one thing only because you're always giving to them. But it's all about planning, discipline. Discipline works for everybody. That's just my opinion, okay? I'm not saying it's a fact, it's my opinion. It's just that discipline takes time. And I can say this now, this kid though, man, oh man, lovely kid, man, honestly, man. Kid made me laugh every single day, man, honestly, man. I enjoyed working with him, I won't lie to you. But anyway, let's proceed.
A couple of hours, it's just gonna get too hard for me. But my hope right now is to divide up the drive across 2 days so I don't make it too hard on my body. But how I'm going to...
Fruit is different every time, yeah, and I agree, yeah. Fruit is definitely different. It's definitely, I definitely agree with you. It's a matter of finding which fruit works, which one doesn't. I definitely agree. Everything is trial and error, you know what I mean? Trial and error, I definitely agree. Did you ever do work teaching the parents? Listen, try teaching the parents. Yeah, good luck at that. Parents don't give a damn. Understand this. You're never gonna work. You're never gonna teach a parent that already believes that he or she is right and you're wrong. The fact is this, right? Parents send their kids to school to learn, but then there's a lot of parents who don't want to learn from the school, and that is one of the biggest challenges of working with children. Parents, honestly, if parents could be just try to be open-minded, it would make things a whole lot easier for the teachers to do their jobs, because the fact is, it is the teacher's responsibility to try and teach the child what they can, to see what works and what cannot work. But if you're trying to teach a child one thing, but the parent's telling you the opposite thing, oh, man, it's the death of me. I'm just saying that, understand this, right? It is not easy for a teacher to have a class of kids who, remember, understand this. A teacher has a class of 30 kids. 30 kids. Out of the 30 kids, there's going to be some kids who are going to need extra help than others, which is fine. Teachers don't have an issue with working with other children that need the extra help. That is fine. What teachers have issues with is trying to work with that child, but then the parent telling them the opposite. Understand this. No parent makes it easy for a teacher who's trying to do the right thing. Understand this. You gotta support a teacher. Support a teacher. Okay, understand this, okay? I'm not saying teachers are saints. I'm not saying they're all great. But like, if a teacher says to you that this is what we tried today and this worked and this didn't work, take it on a board. Don't argue with the teacher. Just take it on a board and then go and see if you can try it yourself. That's it. Teamwork is the best way to help a child. That's it.
Being in a car for 7 to 8 hours at a time, I still don't even know. Right now, my plan is take it an hour at a time.
Where you want this in the front, backseat?
The third seat is probably better.
If it starts to get too much for me, and I get sore.
Oh man, I forgot. You know what? I learned how to say your name the other day. I forgot again. It's a French name, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying.
I know we can stop and take breaks.
All right. It's kind of heavy.
But listen, I tell you what. But anyway, let's leave the conversation and let's stay on task, okay? Let's leave the conversation and stay on task, because I don't really want to get into a conversation about schools and children with autism and X, I don't really want to get into that, because to be honest with you, I get way too passionate about it, and I won't lie to you, I'm very stubborn. People don't listen to my opinion about it, because I've worked on both sides of the fence. So let's keep it moving. Let's stay on topic.
And I'm definitely gonna want to eat when I can on the way there, because this trip down there to Houston is kind of my last chance to eat.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know when I get to doctor now, everything is going to change. We've been on the road for about an hour and a half, and I'm starting to feel it.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Can we stop?
Yeah, sure. Where do you want to stop?
Some fast food.
So I told JJ, I just need to eat and call it a day. So we find a hotel up ahead, and we're getting some fast food and then going to rest, which I'm very happy about, because
Yo, TLC need to ring me to be the Uber driver for all of the patients. Okay, I need to be the Uber driver for all of the patients, because the fact is though, like I said before, if I'm driving and you tell me you want to stop for fast food, bro, no, we're going. We will stop driving when I want to stop driving. Okay? If you want to stop, then get your own car and we'll stop when you want to stop. But I'm driving. Let me do my thing. Let me bounce. Let me keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
This has been so much harder than I realized it was going to be. And it's taken everything out of me to even make it this far. So I'm disappointed in myself, because we didn't even make it out of Florida. We needed to at least make it to Alabama to stay on track. I did the best that I could.
Lavender's like, if I was driving, I'd laugh. You're savage. I'm ignoring you. Yeah, we'll stop when I'm ready, mate.
And went for the
Am I hungry? No. Do I need the toilet? No. Am I driving? Yes. Go away.
It just got to be too much for me.
I need a double quarter pounder, and then another double quarter pounder with no pickle, no onion. I need a McDouble, add Big Mac sauce, a spicy chicken sandwich, a 10-piece nugget, a large fry, and a large chocolate shake. And can I get a baker's dozen chocolate chip on one of these?
I'll have some of your nuggets.
And an apple fritter. That'll be it.
I have to spend like 11 hours on the road tomorrow. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I'm just trying not to think about it right now, because I'm in so much pain. I just want to eat and go to sleep.
Oh my god, give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. I just remembered something. I just want to see if I can quickly find it, okay? Because boy, if I can find this, that would be absolutely epic right now. Give me 1 second. I will be with you guys. I think it's something that I really wanted to show you guys, you know what I'm saying, okay? Hopefully I can find it real quick. And then I will apologize. And it looks like it has actually hit, which is so freaking annoying, but hey, it's life. We proceed. Let's continue. Let's continue. Here we go.
At this point, I'm so sore and so much pain that I'm worried.
Yo, what's going on? Jesus, come on now. The felines and Froggy. Respect for your passion for helping children. Shout out my brother. Oh, actually, you could be a female, right? Okay, my apologies. Shout out whoever you are, boy or girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Right, what else did you guys say here? No. That was enough for 3 to 4 people. If you are riding with Madzie, you better bring your pee jar. Facts. Yeah, I ain't stopping for you. I'm stopping for myself. Okay, I'm stopping for myself. Okay, yeah, I'm driving. Listen, I'm gonna look at you. This is the thing. If you say to me, "Oh, can I stop for some food?" I'll be like, "Did you pay for the fuel for my car? Did you? You didn't, did you? Yeah, I'll if I stop, understand that you're top of my car, right? And listen, consequences. The driver is always in charge. I listen to no passengers. Okay, passengers have no what do you call it? All requests are denied by passengers. You want to put music on? Okay, I'll put the music on. What song do you want? Is that right? Who gives a damn? It's me driving my car. I do what I want.
Seriously, it'd take me a whole day to bounce back from this. But I'm just trying not to think about that or anything that stresses me out.
So they've stopped. It's the day. They were in the daytime. They've now stopped in the evening. They could have got further, man. They could have got further, man.
Not further. I just need a bed.
I usually pay for petrol when I jump in my friend's car. You're a dope friend. I respect that. You can be my friend now. I like it when people offer, man. When someone says, "Oh, can you give me a lift?" and they don't offer you nothing. Like, what? Would you? Answer straight up no. If you say, "Hey, can you drive me somewhere?" and don't worry, yeah, I'll hook you up. Don't worry, we got this. We got this. Now you have power. You have paid for your power of my car. You haven't paid for it. You have no power.
Never sleep for a while, and hopefully.
And then you do that laugh as you pull off.
When I wake up, I'll feel a lot better. And I'll figure out some way how to make it easy tomorrow.
Oh, here we go.
But so far, this trip is kicking my butt. And it's just a lot harder for me to be in the car than I thought it was going to be. I was worried about that, but I didn't know how bad it was going to be. Because I can't even remember how long it's been since I did a trip like this. So when I hit that wall with my body, around the 3rd hour in the car, it took me by surprise. And there was a part of me right then that started thinking that this was a mistake and that I bit off more than I could chew. And trying to make this trip and go this far. But I know that I'm doing this for an important reason, so I have to keep going. No matter how much pain I'm in, or how hard it is.
Here, can I get your shoe off?
Let me help you. Oh man, your legs are so.
I'm just going to bed. It really hurts.
Come on, we'll help you.
You want to try to get under the blankets?
And even though I don't know how I'm going to figure
Aha. Bourgeois. That's the name. Bourgeois. Sorry, guys. I just have to say this. Okay. Man, I had to look up the name again. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I do this whole time. Bourgeois B. That's how you say your name, right? Bourgeois. Let me know if that's right, please. Okay. She knows who she is. Okay. Come on now. Let's get it. Let's proceed. Sorry.
out how to push myself to get to Houston on time. A whole lot is dependent on me making it. You guys turn lights off, please?
Yeah.
And getting the chance, I need to lose weight. So whatever it takes, I'll figure. Today is going to be hard. And somehow, I have to make it to Houston. I slept past breakfast, so my mom and Jay went and got me something.
Hey, son.
Thank God, the food's here. I'm starving. So I'm going to have a bite before I left. And hopefully give me a little boost to start out. As soon as I eat, we're going to hit the road and do our best to get to Houston today, before my appointment with Dr. Now tomorrow.
How'd you sleep last night?
Rough.
Are you still hurting? Being in the car all day? The trip, I think, has been a lot harder on Paul than we really expected it to be. You know, someone 700 pounds his size being crammed in the car.
Look, nobody even knows how to say the bloody name. Everyone's like, no, it's this way. No, it's this way. Yo, you need to change your name though, man. Everyone's like having an argument about how you say your name. Isn't it Bourgeois? Bourgeois? Someone said, isn't it Bourgeois? Bourgeois? And someone's Bourgeois? Yeah, I said Bourgeois, and I'm lost, man. Listen, that name is a problem. I think it comes down to different accents. You know, in different accents. 90, okay, apparently 90 is bourgeoisie. Wait, what? Bourgeoisie? I feel funky. I feel totally French right. Bourgeoisie. Imagine having a license trying to figure out how to say someone's name. Bourgeoisie. I'm finished. Bourgeoisie.
It's hard on his legs, and it's really rough, and we're all tired, but I know it's taking a toll on him worse, and he slept in this morning. You can just tell his body is tired and he's hurting, and now I'm really concerned we're going to miss this appointment because he slept in longer than he should have, and I, could not get him up and moving and out of bed. It seems like he's just...
Thank you for the super chat, Nightly. Bourgeoisie. Say bougie. Bourgeoisie. Yeah, bourgeoisie. Yeah. French is confusing. Gears like French is confusing. Bourgeoisie. Thank you for the super chat. Blue eyes. Just because. Yeah, that's right. Oh, bourgeoisie. Okay, cool. You know what though? I'm gonna have to tell off. So I tried to use Google pronunciation to tell me, but clearly Google lied to me. I'm saying, okay, and so did the other twirl that tried to tell me how to say it too. So that means Google and the other twirl has mugged me off here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Natalie. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bourgeoisie. I'll forget though. I'm gonna lie to you, man. Bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie. Okay, let's proceed. Let's get into this live stream, man. What's going on, man? We're losing the plot. I am anyway.
Dragon today, and I'm really concerned and stressed out. I don't mean to rush you on eating, but we really gotta get going. We're gonna probably be late for your appointment, Paul.
That would be good.
We overslept.
We'll be good.
You don't have to eat all of that right now. You can save some. I feel
Wow, no willpower. She fully just said to him, "You don't need to eat the rest of that." And he was like, "No, I have to." Watch that again. I know we're all off track a little bit here because we're all running wild. But listen to this.
His legs, and it's really rough, and we're all tired, but I know it's taking a toll on him worse, and he slept in this morning. You can just tell his body is tired and he's hurting, and now I'm really concerned we're gonna miss this appointment because he slept in longer than he should have, and I, could not get him up and moving and out of bed. It seems like he's just dragging today, and I'm really concerned and stressed out. I don't mean to rush you on eating, but we really gotta get going. We're gonna probably be late for your appointment, Paul.
That would be good.
We overslept.
We'll be good.
You don't have to eat all that right now. You can save some. I feel...
See? She's like, you don't have to eat all that right now. You can save some. He's like, no, we gotta do it. Like, she's telling him you're gonna be late, and he's not listening. No,
I'm trying to pressure him and push him, and it's been hard to get him motivated and going, and I just get on the road and get to this appointment, and I feel like I'm the only one really taking it serious. Paul.
You are the only one, because we know his mother ain't been doing none of that. His mom ain't been doing nothing. I admire your tendency for trying to pronounce the name. Listen, man. Bourgeoisie. Anyway, let's continue.
You don't have to eat all of it. You don't have to eat.
Go Sharon in his ass. Everybody who knows Sharon, you know about Sharon. You know what I'm saying? Go full Sharon in his ass, man. Let him know it is, man. You're being too nice.
Eat everything there.
I remember.
Listen, if it's me, I'll be saying to him, if you're not up and we're not leaving in the next 5 minutes, I'm leaving you both behind and you can find your own way then. I'm going back home because this is a waste of my own bloody time.
Concerned about Paul's eating. We're on our way to see the doctor.
Maya, you are a bad influence. Maya's like eating the car. No, he shouldn't be eating anyway. Maya's an enabler.
I know he really has to start the diet after, but I wish I would see him trying to put in the effort now ahead of time.
Yeah, facts.
I had the surgery and it's really a mental thing, so you have to be mentally prepared to stop yourself from eating, and it's hard, and I just don't feel like he's really taking it as serious as I wish he was, and I know it's hard, I do, but he won't stop eating. And I try to tell him, are you sure you're still hungry? And he says yes, but he just doesn't stop, and I'm really concerned.
Oh man, I feel sorry for his friend, man. I mean, it's just obviously so basically his behavior is triggering for her because she's been through this herself in the past. You know what I mean? And I understand how that can be tricky for herself, and she's trying to do the best for him. And she's made a point, you know. End of the day, even though his diet starts after, it should be starting now at least. Show something. She's speaking facts. Let me rephrase: eat a salad in the car. Whatever you say, Maya the feeder.
Doctor now isn't going to approve the surgery because he's not going to see what he needs to see from Paul. He wants to see that you're dedicated and ready for this change, and he's not going to want to waste his time on somebody that's not going to put in the effort.
Facts. Speaking levels.
And I really want this for him, but I'm really worried he's not going to get approved for it. I'm so concerned about him, and I don't want to lose my best friend.
The one thing that I do have to look forward to is the food on the road. My plan is to use that to try and motivate me to push myself to keep going today. So every time I make it another 100 miles closer to Houston, I'll reward myself with something good to eat. And if I do that around 6 or 7 times, I'll be able to make it to Houston. I don't know.
To be fair, Maya, I'm gonna say this to you, no. By the looks of her car is very nice. You know what I mean? It looks like she keeps it very tidy. So it seems to me as if she's the type of person who doesn't even eat in her own car. I don't think eating in her car is an option. I don't know. Unless that's already happened, I missed it. I don't know.
That's going to be enough to help me deal with pain, especially after a few hours. But at least it gives me something to try and do to keep going. So hopefully that helps. But I'll just have to wait and see how it goes and how I handle it all. I'm just worried because of how sore I already am and how hard I know it's going to get for me. But all I have to do is keep moving forward and do my best, and hopefully I can make it. I'm really tired. I lasted as long as I can today, but I'm at my limit. So I told JJ we had to stop. She wants me to keep going because we still have 5 hours left to go to get to Houston. We're about to be in Louisiana, but I can't do it. I have to rest. I really want to keep going, but my body just can't take it. It hurts. My knees hurt. I don't know what this is going to mean about tomorrow or my appointment with Dr. Now, but I can't think about it right now. I just need to get into bed and rest. Oh. So I don't know what we're going to do about getting to my appointment on time. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Because I don't have it in me to do anything more today.
Coming.
I'm just done. We have a chance of making it to Dr. Downs in time for my appointment. My appointment is 5.5 hours from now. So that's tight, but we can make it if we don't have to stop a lot. We need to get on the road. JJ says it'll look bad in the show, Dr. Now. I'm not invested in doing this, but I am.
This guy is old talk, man. You're not invested. He's done nothing to show us that he's invested in any kind of way. This guy's full of fucking shit, man. He's getting my nerves. I'm invested, but yet all you do is keep talking about food. I understand that's his mental mind at this moment in time. I really do, but it's frustrating when someone is showing no sign of actually wanting to put in the work.
Very invested, and I want Dr. Now to know that. So I'm going to push myself and try and make it today. I just hope my body can handle it.
Oh my god, I just saw the definition of time calls.
I'm so very thankful we're getting close.
Jenna, man, still, stop it.
The appointment's at 1:30, and it's a little past 1 now, and we're about 30 minutes away. So we may be a little late, but pretty much on time. I'm in a lot of pain because we mostly done a straight shot down Interstate 10 to get here with just about no stopping. So I'm really looking forward to just getting there and being able to get out. My legs are so sore, but I'm just glad we made it. We're a little late, but not too bad. So I don't think Dr. Now is going to be upset.
We're ready?
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
Yeah, but I'm really getting nervous about this appointment because we had to rush here so fast that I haven't had time to kind of mentally prepare myself to talk to Dr. Now and do this. I just hope that he has a plan for me that can work so I can finally lose the weight.
Mr. McNeil?
I know that I have a lot to lose no matter what my weight is today. But I hope the number I get from the scale today is at least in the range I was at last time. It's been at least 5 months since I got my weight, and I was around 750 then. So if I'm around 800 or something like that now, it's going to be a huge shock for me.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. I don't believe that I'm ready to hear whatever's going to come out of the... Whatever's going to be on that scale. I can't say that I'm ready to hear it personally. Like, honestly, because this guy has been infuriating this whole bloody time. And I feel like the number will be around about 800 because we've seen this guy scoff his face. So he was 750 and going up, not even going down. I just don't know if I want to hear what the scale says. I'm done with it right now. I need a break, man. This is going to be different. Oh my days. Yo, stop. Why am I seeing this right now? Okay, I'm not saying this because I'm being mean, but because I've seen it, you've got to see it. But you know, sometimes when you see a picture, right, and you're like, there's no way that picture's real. That picture must have been edited. It has to be edited. Well, right now, we're watching a video, so we know this is a no Photoshop situation. But look at his shoe. What is happening? That's not... Oh, my days. I feel like I'm watching a Photoshop picture. I'm like, where's the rest of his actual... I'm baffled by his shoe, to be honest with you. But the thing is so frustrating is that I could sit here and I can say to you that I want to feel sorry for him and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to feel sorry for him because of the way he's been behaving in this episode. He's been talking the talk, but then yet he's been eating He's been talking whilst eating. Talking about doing better, but still eating the nonsense. You're winding me up. Nah, I need a time out, man. This is winding me up, man. This is let it sink in and marinate. Laugh a lot. SD boy, man, relax yourself. Why are you like that, man? Let it sink in. His ankles got love handles. What's wrong with you, Gio, man? Jesus, you know, I do apologize for pointing it out now because I should have known better that people are gonna come with some madness. How are the lady's legs so skinny though? Oh yeah, his mum's legs are bare skinny. Yeah, but some people do that, right? It's weird, isn't it? It is funky how people can just put weight on the top but never at the bottom. It baffles me how you balance yourself out and whatnot. Yo, backtrack to the close-up. It looks as if he's diabetic. Also on his ankle. Nah, I'm backtracking. No. Allow it. I lost 147 pounds 11 years ago. I can't even imagine having that weight back so freely. Okay, let's buckle up. Let's get into this.
I'm worried and nervous about that, and I'm in a lot of pain still, and I feel rushed. So I'm just hoping I can get through this and it all goes right, because I'm gonna fight to save my life. And if I don't get a plan to do that today, then I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I should have known.
I'm at Dr. Nouns for my first in-person appointment with him, and I'm about to get my weight.
Go ahead and step on the scale.
I was 744 about 4 months ago. So I'm hoping I'm still in the 740 range.
757. It's gonna be okay, Paul.
Oh, son, what are we gonna do? Gotta do something about
757, right? I don't know why. This happened the last time we was here, but I'm gonna say it again. I feel relieved, and I shouldn't feel relieved only because I was expecting my man to be an astonishing 800. So when I hear 757, I'm like, okay, thank God. But at the same time, 757 is not a thank God type situation. It is still a holy moly, oh my freaking God, this shouldn't be happening right now type situation. This is not good. Oh, bro, starry eyes like, oh, bruh. Allow it, man. He weighed more. Holy cow. Of course he weighed more. We saw him munching up that food. Damn, okay, let's proceed.
757. It's gonna be okay, Paul.
Oh, son,
What
are we gonna do? Gotta do something about it.
You're gonna see that number again.
Oceana, why are you doing that? Oceana's like, his mother must be so proud. In brackets, I'm being sarcastic. Trust me, I would have known you were being sarcastic. He ate like 4 sandwiches on the road. Can you imagine? Ay.
Never again. Whenever you want to mess up, remember seeing that number and how you feel right now?
Yeah, I gained a little.
Notice how his friend JJ is the only one being vocal whilst his mum's sister is saying nothing. Disgrace of a parent. He's 6'6", yeah. Yeah, he's 6'6".
But not a whole lot. So I'm a little relieved. With 750 pounds. It's still
My man said I'm a little relieved. Wallahi. No. Tell me he did not just say I'm a little relieved.
Never again. Whenever you want to mess up, remember seeing that number and how you feel right now?
Yeah. I gained a little, but not a whole lot. So I'm a little relieved.
I gained a little, but not a whole lot. So I'm a little relieved. Bro, you should have been looking to lose weight, not gain a little. Losing a little would have been relieving. Not this guy. Oh my days.
With 750 pounds. It's still a little embarrassing to see it come up on the scale. And when it did, it made me sick to my stomach. So I'm here to change. I just hope that Dr. Now is able to give me an option and a plan to help me do that.
Well, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
All right, Paul, you finally made it. Just a little late, but you're here, so I'm glad to see you. So, how was your trip down here?
Well,
All right, how long did it take you to get down here?
almost 3 days.
3 days. Are you holding up okay?
My body hurts. Tired.
Tired and your body hurts? So, there's a lot of strain in your body going back and forth. So, this is not going to be something that you're able to do. And that's why it's important you
It's just water weight, man. Allow it. It's not water weight. Come on, man. Allow it.
here. So if you want to do the program, then you need to plan to do that. It's going to stay for at least a year. It's possible for us to keep the track of your weight and make sure that you stay committed. And if we need to intervene to get you back on track, it won't be possible to do it being in Florida. So that is something you need to consider. But I'm glad you made it here this time.
Thank you.
So, Paul, you weren't kidding about your weight. You're over 750, and that's a lot. But thankfully, you're still mobile. But no one that way is getting food without some help. So, who you got with you?
My mother and my best friend.
All right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, who is enabling you more, your mother or your friend?
Probably me, because he's with me more. So you are the one that you encourage him to eat whatever he wants, whenever he wants? Allow it, and I give it to him, and I cook. So I've said it before, and I'm very, very sorry because I was a big...
Can we get the mother removed from the show, please? She's chatting so much fucking shit. Stop. Just say yes. The answer was a simple question. Are you enabling him, yes or no? She wants to come with an explanation. Bloody hell, man. She's definitely a Scorpio, man. What did Gia say now? All that food was sensational. Allow it, man. Gia, you got issues.
Your friend? Probably me, because he's with me more. So you are the one that you encourage him to eat whatever he wants, whenever he wants? Allow it, and I give it to him, and I cook. So I've said it before, and I'm very, very sorry because I was a big woman myself, and I ate wrong. And then, just tragedious things happened, and Paul would get bigger and bigger. And then when he'd say he wants something to eat, I'd fix it for him. So how did you lose your weight? Actually, I had, it started out, I had a gallbladder problem, and so I took my gallbladder out, and then I just decided to take a change on my weight, and I tried to go on just like chicken, very little starches, and, lots of vegetables, and no sweets. Well, you're doing that for yourself, but you're not doing that for Paul. Well, Paul, he's on the road a lot.
The way the mom was like, well, I'm a Scorpio. Anyway, let's proceed. Doctor now doesn't need an apology. Facts. Let's proceed. Let's continue listening to this mother, man.
So he wasn't always home.
Then when he was home, I tried to make him happy and fix what he wanted to eat. Well, I
didn't see it looking at his leg, and you think he's happy now?
Yes, sir.
So this is the dynamic that we need to change, but I don't know how we're going to change that.
I know how we're going to change it. We're going to try. We're going to try, and I'm going to cook right. And he has a young lady that he sees, and she has already told him that the food will be cooked good too, so we're not going to do things in front of him, and we're going to try to just all start eating healthier.
Yeah.
So, Paul, you come down to Houston, who's going to be with you?
I mean, I wanted my girlfriend to come, but I don't think she's able to make it, so I'm not sure yet.
You're going to need somebody to help you out, because you'll be alone, because if anything happened to you, if you fall, who's going to help you? And somebody needs to be around with you so we'll be safe, okay? So, if you want to do the program, you're going to have to figure that out.
Yes, sir.
So, just think about that and let me know what you decide. But for the time being, your mother is going to stop enabling you?
Yes.
Is that what your mom said?
That's what I said.
And your friend is not enabling you, huh?
I do sometimes. I'm a little more stern with him because I also had the surgery 5 years ago, so I know the struggles, but...
So everybody look like they know what to do, but not for Paul.
Yeah.
So let's keep Paul happy and give him more whatever he wants.
Facts. Everybody knows what to do, but they ain't doing shit about it. Paul needs to move in with JJ. She seems sensible. But here's the problem, though. He'd probably break her, man. He'd probably emotionally destroy JJ. JJ needs to stay away from him so she doesn't relapse, to be honest with you. Paul needs to be on him. He needs to do this for himself, man. Jesus. The problem is he's relying on everybody else.
Instead of making him permanently happy, we try to make him happy in that moment. But it's, we know it's not good, and we have to change.
So this is all more reason. You need to be here so we can get you to be accountable for your eating habit, okay?
Yes, sir.
But until then, you need to realize that enabling people are going to be around you, but ultimately it is your responsibility to change your eating habit.
Yes,
and that's going to be something that you're going to have to do.
Yo, man, Gia, allow it, Gia. Gia's like, his girlfriend's son doesn't need to change schools for this big thing. The way she's like, for this big thing. But I agree with you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, he needs support, yes. From his girlfriend who's got a child, no. She's got a child to look after. His girlfriend can't put him as a priority. She has to put her son first. Facts. So therefore, just like Genosaurus just said, Paul needs inpatient care. He needs people who specialize in this type of situation to help him. He doesn't need to be around other people that have their own responsibilities or other people that are going to enable him. It is very, very simple and very obvious that when it comes to enabling, his mother's done that. JJ's admitted that she does it too. But most importantly, when it comes to his girl, she should want nothing to do with him because she's got a son to look after. Because even when she came in, even her son was overweight. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but even the son was overweight. Okay, she needs to be progressing to make sure that her son doesn't get to this kind of stage. That her son is doing other things. In fact, she should be out here looking for a man that can man up her son, if you dig what I'm saying, and also put her in her place a little bit when it comes to the fundamentals of certain things in life that you need to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I could never have a deaf fart fam. I would never say to get What? Wait, I would never say get a job and pay for your own food. I should be saying it.
Understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
He needs to eat a tapeworm. He's moving. Ecstasy. Hey, yeah, I just see that. He needs to eat a tapeworm. Allow it, man. He's moving mad. Allow it. Tapeworm, you know. You're moving.
So right now, because you live so far, I'm going to set your next appointment for 3 months from now, because I don't want you traveling again too soon. After this certain that time, you need to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. You think you can do that?
Yes, sir.
So you should be around 650 by then, okay? And if you do that, I will approve you for weight loss surgery to help you lose weight. And then also, what's going on with your legs and all the swelling?
Lymphedema.
And got ulcers down in your leg?
All the way down to my feet.
Okay.
Ulcers on the back of my legs, yeah. Nothing really open right now, but sometimes they do open.
Okay, so what are you doing with the lymphedema?
I try to put socks on. I got some compression socks, but sometimes it's hard to do.
Okay, so how mobile are you? How much you can walk?
I can stand for about 10 minutes. I can walk to the end of my mom's driveway, you know.
You get short of breath?
Yes, sir.
So we have a lot of work to do with you to get you healthy, Paul. But nothing we do is going to matter if you don't make the choices to work hard. You get that?
Yes, sir.
Everyone come here to lose weight. The only way you're going to be able to do that is that you're going to have to do the hard work and you're going to make those changes happen. Okay? So you're going to have to prove that you can change your eating habit and motivate yourself. So that's going to be all up to you to do your hard work. Okay?
Okay.
So I sent you the diet and exercises a couple of weeks ago. Have you started following it and doing what it says?
Not yet.
So how does that make sense if you're telling me that you're ready to change?
I'm ready now. I'm going to do what I need.
Okay. In order to get the temptation out of the house, all the unhealthy food out of the house. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then follow the diet. You'll eat it 3 times a day. Make sure it's a high protein, low carb diet. So I know I gave you some instruction, but I'm going to bring you it again. And maybe I'll give another copy to your mom so she can be more familiar with what you're going to be doing. Okay? Also, do your exercises. And if you do all that, you should easily be able to lose 100 pounds in 3 months.
Okay.
When you are 700 pounds, you can lose 100 pounds easily. So you get a lot of room to lose that really quickly. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm going to bring you another copy of the diet and make exercises that I want you to do. I want you to go work. I'll be back.
All right, thank you.
Man, JJ's breaking down, man. JJ is breaking down. She's all teary-eyed and everything. Yo, man. I mean, I was going to say that she should be his girlfriend, but no. She needs to stay away from him. What's going on, Amanda? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're a good girl. Hey, lads. How you doing? How you doing? And, how you doing, Vicky? Welcome to the stream. You're good? Good afternoon, my time. He needs psychological. He ain't right. Facts. My husband wouldn't even get the opportunity to get that because I'm the cook, and he'd get rice, chicken breast, broccoli, and deal with it. And deal with it. I like what you said at the end though, Genosaurus. And deal with it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You deal with it.
I'm glad to see that everyone seems ready to support Paul and do what it takes to help him get healthy, and that Paul feels he's ready to make the changes he needs to save his life. But as
Paul ain't ready.
as they all are to do this, it's not going to be simple for Paul and his mom to change their dynamic of the situation or temptation. The choice to do what he needs is up to him. No more nothing to do and watching for the food. You get all this homework, you start working on it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And let me know if you need anything, and then we go from there. Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Before you go, we do some tests, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And if you need anything, give me a call.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, you're welcome. I'll see you all later.
See you later.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I know this may sound savages, but sometimes when I've been watching these live streams of you guys, okay, with my 600-pound life, all I want to say to you is, again, savage as it sounds, I feel like sitting saying, okay, guys, that's it. It's betting time. It's betting time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's put our bets on. Is he gonna make it? Is he not gonna make it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's how I'm thinking, right? But it ain't right. But the fact is this, though, when I'm watching these TV shows and I'm listening to these people telling us what do you know what the sad thing is? They're telling us what we want to hear or what we need to hear. But the sad thing is, what they're telling us isn't actually for us to hear or what we need to hear. It's about what he needs to believe in and he needs to do. So the point is this, is that whenever you watch these shows, they'll be talking about how I need to do this, I need to do that, but then they're still eating the madness. And then when it gets to surgery time or whatever, they don't qualify because they haven't lost their weight. And it's like, you know what? When you watch this so many times, I just sit and I'm like, I wonder if this person's gonna make it today. Anyone want to place a bet if this person's gonna make it today? No? Yeah. Am I a dickhead for saying that? Yeah, I know. But listen, these guys be playing with our heartstrings so much. It's like, yeah. Anyway, let's proceed. Okay, Erin, thank you for coming through, okay?
So far, it is concerning that he has a few weeks to start making those changes. With the diet and exercises that sent him, but hasn't. So it's time for him to put action.
Personally, I thought that Dr. Now was being generous when he said 100 pounds in 3 months. I would have said 100 pounds in 2 months, personally. I know that's a bit whatever, but I don't know. The fact that he weighs so much, in my opinion, I just think 100 pounds is possible in 2 months. I'm not saying it's you know, whatever. Let's go. He's not gonna lose weight, sadly, in my opinion. Maya's already coming in. Maya's like, yep, I'm placing my bet right now. He's not losing it. Sorry, guys, but he's not losing it. Damn. Maya just come in like, hey, weak people infuriate me. Get your shit together. Compassion. I hope they get help they are crying out for. Listen, Feline and Froggies, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, I'm with you on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only like to be around people in certain ways, man. You know what though? Like, the thing is, I saw this quote the other day, yesterday I think it was. This guy, what did he say? He said something about how in life you want people that are better than you so you can learn from. You want people at the same level as you so you can work with. And you want people who are below you so you can help inspire them. That wasn't the words necessarily. I can't remember the terms he used. He didn't say above or below. That wasn't the terms he used, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? I just can't remember what he said specifically. But that in the grand scheme of things, the point was, you know, in life we should inspire to be around certain people. People that we can work with to go forward with. People that are already above us, so therefore they can motivate us, and therefore they can mentor us of how to get to where they are. But at the same time, we can also mentor people who are slightly below us. But the fact is, though, the hardest one out of all of them, from my experiences, is the people who are slightly below. Because those people, the reason it's hard is because it's always hard to find someone that wants to get to where you are. Because the problem is, a lot of people who are below in my life that have been not where I am necessarily, whatever, if I try and talk to them and I try and motivate them to do better, none of them want to listen. None of them. So therefore I find myself more surrounded with people either at my level or above me. You see what I'm saying? People who are trying to progress with me, you know, or people that are done it, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, and that goes back to what Froggy just said there about weak people infuriating me. And it's very infuriating, very annoying, very, very frustrating trying to motivate someone who you know that could do better, but the fact is they're refusing to want to do better because they don't believe. And at that point, if you don't believe, it is what it is. I'm out. Let me continue myself and anyone else who wants to be, and anyone else that wants to appreciate my help or whatever.
To all he's saying, and show me he can do this. Because if he doesn't, we won't be moving ahead with him.
I know I have to do this. I'm out of options, so I have to lose 100 pounds in 3 months.
Yeah, always room to improve, always time to help others, exactly. But remember, we can only help people that want to be helped. We can never help people that don't want to be helped. Facts. Same as a therapist. They can only help someone that wants to be helped, not someone that doesn't want to be helped. Because understand this, if I'm wasting my time trying to help someone that doesn't want to be helped, I could be using that time to help myself, or use that time to help someone else that wants to be helped. Or I can use that time for me being mentored by someone that wants to help me. You see what I'm saying? Our time is valuable. Use it wisely.
And do everything Dr. Now says, starting now. I know 100 pounds is a whole lot to lose. But I'm actually excited about the goal, because I feel like I have a plan to fix things. And there's still time for me to turn it all around before it's too late. I'm making it to that goal, because I'm getting a second chance on life, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get approved for surgery.
That's a nice car, man.
Alright.
I've been back home from Houston for a few days now. And as soon as we made it home, my focus went 100% toward making the changes I need to do Dr. Now's diet, because I'm determined to get to my goal. But we don't have the ingredients I need at home to make the healthy stuff in this diet. So I'm trying to make sure I have what I need now.
Turkey, stuff like that.
It has to be high protein.
Turkey, high protein. All protein.
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the day where I can go somewhere and walk around enough without having to have a scooter. Right now,
Am I seeing this right? So both him and his dad are rolling, skirt in the scooters. The difference is though, his dad is probably at an age where he maybe needs a scooter, or maybe has an injury where he needs a scooter. Imagine being 35 years of age and you're in a scooter with your pops. Wow. If that didn't make me feel like crap, I don't know what would. That's not the life. That's not. If anything, it should be you pushing your pops in the wheelchair. If anything, this whole scene makes me feel uneasy. I never thought, oh wow. Nah. And you know what's so annoying? There are people who, when they're born, they have to be in a wheelchair. They have to be in a scooter. Like, it's not option for them at all. But then there's people who have options to be able to walk and use their muscles and use their mobility. And this guy right here is one of those people. Oh my days. These are infuriated. I honestly, man, it takes the piss. Taxpayers' money. Like, just imagine right now, you know when you go to like a shop like Asda or Tesco's, whatever, they always have that little section there with the scooter or with the trolley and that. That's for people who need it, right? Who are born with it. Not for people who just put themselves in that position like this. Nah, you're moving mad. Moving mad. It's demoralizing to try and help someone who doesn't want help. That's facts. 100% brilliant. I just cannot understand how those scooters carry that much weight. Wow, man. Exeter, you're worrying about the weight, man. Jesus Christ. But yeah, let's proceed anyway. But this guy should be walking right now. Listen, even if he needs a walking stick, at least walk.
This is the only option I have to go anywhere where I have to walk a lot or be on my feet for a while. At least this can probably count toward my exercise for the day.
You can have that without the butter or too many carbs.
What to do than I thought, just because I have to learn what options that I can get that work and what don't.
Bananas. I can't have no. I'm not supposed to have because I'm diabetic. I didn't know you were taking that.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ingredients Dr. Allen listed in his diet that I'm allowed to use to make my healthy meals. I didn't realize how many things have a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to have, but I know that's the stuff that makes it taste so good. So I'm not getting.
This episode makes me feel so freaking evil, man. I feel so evil. So what did you do today with your son? Me and my son went out on our scooters. How old is your son? He's 35. So, do you mean like you was in your scooter and he was in his push with his one leg type scooter where, you know, he's got to use his own body weight to push himself forward? No. We was both in a skirt type scooter. How old is he again? He's 30. Oh, okay. Does he... But can't your son walk? Can somebody explain this to me, please? This doesn't sit right with me in any kind of capacity one bit. This shouldn't be happening. This is a slap in the face, in my opinion, to people that generally need a scooter for, you know, medical reasons or XY. This guy right here is a... Listen. I don't know, man. I'm just evil, I guess.
As much as I was thinking, but at least I feel like I got a good starting point to begin doing the diet. But I know this is mostly going to come down to having to make meals myself or with my mom's help, and that's not going to be easy to do 3 times a day. But I'm committed to doing this because I know everything depends on me losing weight and qualifying. So no matter what it takes, I'm going to figure this out. Month, I've continued.
Allow it, Breland. You're killing me, Madzi. I'm going to fall off my face running because of you. Listen, I'm just saying, it's a madness. I love how his dad suggested turkey and Paul said his diet had to be high protein. I didn't catch that one. Hey, Rebel Library. I didn't even catch that one. That's a very good point.
Making a lot of adjustments to what I'm doing. After I went shopping for some better ingredients, my mom did what Dr. Now said and threw out all the bad stuff in my house so it wouldn't be there to tempt me. And it was hard to watch all that stuff go, but I knew it had to be done because I couldn't be around it. A part of what me and my mom decided to do was to have me start cooking most of my meals because her temptation is making the food taste as good as she can. That's how she showed people her love for so long. So she just instinctively puts butter and all this other stuff. So for right now, I'm trying to do my own cooking for most of my meals, and I learned to make some simple meals so I don't have to go back to the store as often. The first stuff I got from the grocery store ran out in less than a week, and I had to go back again. So I tried just to do simpler meals to stretch out what I have for longer, so that doesn't happen again. And it's working some. I don't run as fast, but it's only like an extra 3 or 4 days. So my mom's trying to help me, like grabbing what I need when she can. But for the past month, I've been complying with Dr. Now's diet and only eating what I'm supposed to eat. And I'm making meals with only approved ingredients, so I feel good about that. It's been a lonely experience because I'm having to eat alone a lot since I'm avoiding temptation. When my mom, Jen, hard for them to do it every meal, so I try to eat breakfast and lunch on my own right now, so I can make what I need and not be around anything else that can tempt me. I'm scared I'm gonna give in if I do, so I just make my meals and eat them. And then I try to occupy myself throughout the day so I don't think about food and all the stuff I wish I can eat. And I'm making sure not to snack, because Dr. Now made it clear, absolutely no snacking.
Listen, I said this before and I'll say it again, okay? I said it before and I say it again. This is that stage of the episode where they're making us all believe that the person that we're watching at this moment in time is Paul, is now on the right journey, is going to do better. And again, I'm not going to say that he's not, but at the same time, I'm not going to fall for it until I've seen the proof, okay? Because I'm done falling for these false hopes of, yeah, they're doing better, and then you find out that they ain't done nothing better. You know what I'm saying? So until we get to the next weigh-in and we hear that he's done better, right now I'm keeping my guard up. Facts. Can you imagine them running out of battery? Yo, early tan. Fun fact though, the heavier something is, the quicker it runs out of battery. For example, if your car is filled with like bare stuff, like let's say you're moving or whatever you got and it's heavy, your fuel runs out quicker because it needs more power. So those scooters, trust me, they got a better chance of running out of battery quicker because they need to use that slightly more push to keep going. So imagine them running out of battery is highly possible. You ain't lying there. And what then? Laura was like, did I see a pack of potatoes? I didn't see them. Maybe you did, but I didn't see them. I'm an older lady with a heart failure and other medical issues. I walk to the stores, never a car. Janet, let them know, Janet. That's why you're a Janet and that's why you're a Janet and not a Karen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Janet. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Oh, Karens are coming. Dang, I might be wrong. He's eating healthy and looks smaller. Maya, like I said, Maya. Just you know. Just watch out. Maya, just watch out, okay? You know what I'm saying, okay? Yeah, like I said, I try to hold myself back from that type of situation, okay? Curious how many girls in your chat with this shit to remind themselves to improve, or is this just I don't know, man. I don't know. The runaround, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, all the way from Oklahoma. Amberlin relapse again. I don't get emotionally invested in these people anymore. Trust me, no, don't worry. I'm gonna do a reaction to Amberlin at some point after this anyway, so don't worry about that. I've seen the thumbnail. She's moving mad.
And I'm also doing my exercises every day. Those were hard to start because walking is tough for me. And the upper body exercises were a little tough to start at first. But I'm able to do all the stretches and arm exercises now. I've been doing it for a while. It's not too bad, but I'm still trying to work on my ability to walk. Right now, I can't go very far. My limit when I started was the end of my mom's driveway. I knew I could walk that far because I've had to walk it to get to the car that was parked at the end of the driveway. I can't go much further than that. So I walk to the edge of the driveway and take a small break and enjoy the view for a moment. That makes me think about the whole world that's out there that's out of reach for me, that I can't enjoy or be a part of. And I use that to try to motivate myself to work hard. And then I head back inside to rest because it tires me out. And I do that twice a day, like Dr. Now said. But I'm noticing that when I come back in, that I'm not as out of breath as I was when I started all this a month ago. And that makes me feel good because it feels like it's some proof I'm making progress. I'm doing good. I have 2 more months before I go back to see Dr. Now and to find out how I did. But I'm determined to get to my goal to make sure I get approved for his program and weight loss surgery. And once that happens, the next step is for me to move there to Houston. And that's going to be hard and scary because I don't want to leave Jen. And I still don't know who's going to move with me. But I know I'm going to figure it out because I'm ready to do whatever I have to and have a chance at the future I want with Jen. So until then, I'm going to push myself to work as hard as I can. And hopefully when I go back to see Dr. Now, it will be enough for me to qualify.
Month 4.
I'm back to Dr. Now's for my second appointment to find out if I made it to my goal or not.
Oh, I was going to say he drove him slow, but he didn't. But let's get it.
I'm a little nervous to find out. But overall, I'm doing okay. I'm just a little sore from the trip here. But it's not nearly as bad as last time because this time I flew. And that was an experience for me. Hopefully this appointment is a good one, and I feel like there's a good chance it will be.
Mr. McNeil?
The last time I was here, I weighed in at 757. That was 3 months ago, and Dr. Now gave me a goal to lose 100 pounds by today. So that means my weight has to be down to 657 if I made it to my goal to qualify for Dr. Now's program. So that's what I'm really hoping to see on the scale right now.
Your weight is 695.
I got mixed feelings seeing that weight.
So this is the thing. I'm going to give him a round of applause because for me personally, I had less hope for him. But he was meant to lose 100 pounds. He did not lose 100 pounds. So the fact that he didn't lose 100 pounds could mean many things. Instead of me speculating, let's hear what the man has got to say of why he was unable to get to the £100, because 694, that's just about £50, isn't it? Oh yikes, never mind. Take him a clap. My bad, sorry. So when I saw the number 600, I just got happy. I won't lie to you, 690. Yeah, no, forget that. Yeah, no. He didn't even lose £50. He was actually below losing. Okay, he's meant to lose £100. Oh no, fuck that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's continue.
I guess because I'm disappointed I didn't lose what I needed, but I did still lose a lot, and it's hard not to feel a little proud of that. But ultimately, I'm nervous right now because I don't know what Dr. Now's gonna say. I just hope it's positive.
Hello, how you doing, pal?
I'm good, Dr. Now.
Where's your family?
Home?
So you left your neighbor all at home?
Yeah.
Except yourself?
Except myself. I'm my own neighborhood.
All right. How was your trip?
It was a little cramped, but it was an easier trip.
It's a whole lot easier than being on the road 2 to 3 days.
Definitely, sir.
But still, it's a lot of in your system going back and forth like that. So if you want to do the program, you need to move down to Houston.
I'm gonna do that as soon as I get approved for weight loss surgery. So if you tell me the day that I'm getting it, I'll move down here as soon as possible.
Well, you lost 52 pounds in the last 3 months, so that's positive. But still, it's a lot less than you should have lost.
I know.
So right now, instead of losing at least 33 pounds a month, you only lost 20. So that means that you're not doing the diet like you should. Because if you were, you would have easily lost what you should have. What did you do with your eating habit?
Do only what's on it. So I cut out bread and pastas and all the junk food. No sugars and sodas. I feel like I made a big change, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Are you still emotional eating at all?
I don't think I am.
So you're working on things with Dr. Paradise?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, keep that up. But how's your portion size?
A lot smaller than what I usually eat. A whole lot.
Do you eat to get full?
Sometimes.
With the stomach your size, you shouldn't need to get full. You have a stomach about the size of 3 footballs, so you need surgery to fix that so you can get full much quicker. So you need to cut back on your portion size.
I'll do that because I didn't realize that.
If you look at my book, I explain the portion size. So if you eat meat, it should be around 4 to 6 ounces. So 4 to 6 ounces is what fit in my hand, okay? But then, when you're eating a salad or a cooked vegetable, put that on a smaller plate so you'll have to control your portion size. So before you eat, you put everything on the plate so you see what the portion size are so you can control that, okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you do that, then over time, you get full as your stomach shrinks.
I will do that, and I didn't realize that, but I'm dedicated to do this. I promise you, Dr. Now.
Okay, great. So here's what we can do. Since you showed me some good progress, I'm going to reduce your goal to 50 pounds over 2 months. And if you do that, then I'm going to approve you for weight loss surgery. You think you can do that?
I'll definitely do that, sir.
Good. But remember, you have to move down here first before we go ahead and do surgery.
That's no problem, sir. If I'm getting weight loss surgery, I'll move down here and stay as long as I need to do your program.
Great. So lose another 50 pounds by cutting back on your portion sizes. And once you do that, move here, then we'll schedule your surgery.
You got it, Dr. Now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'll see you in 2 months. Have a safe trip back, and if you need anything before then, give me a call.
I will. Thank you, Dr. Now.
Okay, take care.
Too.
Bye now.
Bye.
I am very encouraged to see the progress Mark made over the last 3 months. Even though it's not as much as he should have made, it shows me he's trying to make the changes he needs to do this. But it sounds like the portion sizes are the issue that he needs to focus on still. And there may be some emotional component to that, to where he used to get full. To get the satisfied feeling he wants from food still, even though he has cut back. So if he works on that and loses another 50 pounds, then I feel confident he's ready to move ahead and get weight loss surgery as soon as he moves to Houston.
I feel like Dr. Now was fair with me, so I feel good. You know, I lost, but it was the goal I needed.
I won't lie, Dr. Now was fair. I mean, to be honest, he was lucky with him because I wasn't expecting something different, to be fair. Dr. Now came in and chose peace. He chose no violence this time. When did he go to Dr. Paradise? They didn't show that. Always full of lies. That's why he didn't lose 100 pounds. He's not ready for surgery. He looks, he does look smaller though. He isn't struggling to walk as much. He's more like, he most likely won't be ready for surgery. That therapy. No, Oshana, I agree with that one. I think, to be honest with you, not even that. I believe, I believe that therapy could be the key, or is the key. That's what I'm saying. When he says "sir" after everything, it makes me think Dr. Now is now a Drew Sergeant. Stop it. I feel guilty eating my omelette and a piece of toast. Really? Why, man? Omelette and a piece of toast. What's wrong with that? Come on, allow it, man. What's wrong with that? How many toasts do you have? 10? You said a piece of toast. Come on now.
So I didn't qualify this time.
What did you cook it with? Butter? Did you cook it with? What oil did you use?
But even though I didn't get approved for weight loss surgery, I have an easier goal for next time. And I know I'm going to be able to do it with what I've done so far and everything I've learned. So I'll go back and focus on cutting my portion.
This guy is pimping. He's rolling up in different cars. The first time it was a black Chevrolet. The second time it was a blue Hyundai, I think. Now he's getting in a silver ting. This guy's rocking up in different cars. This guy's got friends all different places. What's going on here? Hey, sorry man. I'm just noticing this guy's whipping excursion. But let's proceed.
Size this down, like Dr. Now said, and see if I can lose even more each month by doing that. Because I want to do everything I can to make sure my next appointment is the one I get my approval at. I'm done wasting time and wasting my life. So every choice I make from here on out is going to be one that moves me towards getting my life back. Because I'm getting back in control of my life, no matter what it takes.
2 weeks later. 2 weeks later.
Today, I'm at the carnival I used to work at, to start working there again.
Spray butter. We all deal with different things in life, so who are we to judge? Listen, no, I get that. I get that.
Hey, Butch.
Whoa.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right. You all right?
I'm good.
A little weight there.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, boss. Let's go. I cut back on my portions, and I'm eating smaller sizes, and I'm able to get around even better now, to where I can even go.
I'm just happy to see him moving around more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if we take a positive out of this guy's life at this moment in time, the fact that there's no more scooters and whatnot, he's left his house, he's being more mobile, and most importantly, the fact that he's been independent as well is also a big plus. So I give him credit for his independency that is portrayed, and his more mobility now too.
Go out without the scooter now. I'm trying to figure out and planning my move to Houston. I'm looking at places to live and all that. Where went that question? I realized I need to save up some money to be able to afford to stay there for a year, because I'm going to be on my own. Come over there, Michelle? And I don't know what kind of job or work I'll be able to do in Houston. Carnival work is what I know. So I called the guys and asked them if I could jump back in, and they told me it was going to be no problem. Hey! Sit on this floor, sorry guys. They'd love to have me back. So I'm excited to be doing this and to see everyone. I just hope I can do the full day like I need. So far, I feel like I'm holding up pretty good. This is taking a lot out of me, but it feels good to be back. I really miss it, more than I realized. So as exhausted as it sounded like coming home, and I just miss being here. That may sound weird, but this is where I grew up. And this is where I worked for my whole adult life. Right now, I'm gonna work off days, so it's not that crowded. Just because I'm still nervous being around a lot of people. One thing that I didn't think about is being around all the food I love, carnival food, because it's all the stuff I used to eat constantly, every day of my life for so many years. But I'm not gonna give in. I'm gonna stay focused on the work. Once I lose the weight, and I can do the things I want with Jen, I'm hoping we can get married and maybe even have some kids together someday. And as long as I keep reminding myself of that, I know I can resist. That's what's helped me so far. Because right now, I feel like everything's coming together. And I'm starting to get...
Listen, the fact that my man... Sorry, this is now the fourth car I've seen this guy in. This is the fourth car now. Just out of the 4 cars, this is his car. You know what I mean? He flew. This is Uber. Oh, he flew. This is Uber. Oh, my bad. Thank you, Laura. But yeah, sorry. But obviously I'm seeing here though, he's now getting his own car, which is good because this is the first time seeing him in his own car, and obviously him driving, which is fantastic. So a lot of independent work is happening right now, from what I can see, and honestly, I respect that.
My wife back. So I feel good about today, and I plan to keep doing this a few times a week. Hopefully I'll be able to save up a good amount before I get to Houston, because I'm determined to get to my goal, get weight loss surgery, no matter what. It's been almost 2 months since my last appointment with Dr. Now. My next appointment with him is in a week, and I'm feeling pretty good about how I'm doing and my chances of meeting my goal. Ultimately, I'm still not sure what my weight loss is right now, but I stayed on the diet completely, and I made sure I'm paying attention to my portion sizes. And I've just really simplified what I eat and how I make my meals. The easiest thing for me is that I'm hard-boiling a bunch of eggs at the beginning of the week, and I put them in the fridge to use through the week, or I get some sliced turkey with it. And then I make a simple salad so I don't have to cook for every meal. Having to cook each meal was taking a long time, especially doing it 3 times a day. And my frustration was that it increases my temptation to order something from somewhere because it's convenient and it's quick. But I've made sure not to do that at the carnival. I haven't given in once, even when I'm around all that food. So I feel like I'm getting more control over my eating habits, like Dr. Mao said. And that makes me feel good and confident. I'm doing good and heading in the direction I should. When I started, I couldn't do a whole lot. Mostly, I can only do the arm exercises and the stretching, the upper body stuff. That's all, something I can do. But it still made me really tired by the time I finished. But now, I'm barely breaking a sweat when I'm doing them, and I can do them a lot faster, because it hurts less with all the movement. So I've been happy about that. But what's been really great is my walking. When I first started 5 months ago, I could barely get to the end of my mom's driveway, and even that wiped me out. And now, I can walk for blocks. And that's been an amazing feeling. So far, my record is 9 blocks, and I'm working on 10. But I have to be careful not to accidentally get too far past my limit. Because whatever extra distance I push myself to go, I have to cover it coming back. So it's like double that when I do it. I don't want to end up hitting a wall before I go back home and get stuck out here. So I just be careful, and I try to see if I can go further. So it's been a slower process figuring out what my limits are. But I'm really excited by how far I've come with my walking and my stamina. Because that's been the biggest thing for me. Being able to go places changes everything for me. And it's opened up a whole new world for me. Being able to work again is a good example of that. So it's been amazing. Just go outside. Enjoy being out and looking at the ocean. Just take a moment to enjoy life. It's been so long since I've been able to do anything like that. So I feel great now. And I'm really excited about my progress. Because I know I'm working towards a better future now. And I'm doing everything I can to make sure nothing stops me from doing that. So I'm just hoping next week, when I go back and see Dr. Now, that my weight loss is enough to make it to my goal to get approved to where I need to be. I'm back in Houston again for another appointment with Dr.
Right, let's go. Let's go. I want to know. I want to find out the number. Come on. Believe.
Just because it's easier than having to drive in. And I know that Dr. Now first made to put a strain on my body.
I hear what you're saying there, Maya. Cautiously optimistic. Yeah, cautiously optimistic. Yeah.
But I'm less sore this time, even from the last time I've been. So I think that's positive. It shows that I'm moving in the right direction. So I'm feeling really good about where I'm at and my chances of being where I need to be today. But like the other times, I'm still nervous because I just don't know what my weight's going to be until I see it on the scale. But I worked extremely hard to qualify for Dr. Now's program and hopefully get weight loss surgery.
Mr. McNeil?
Because I know I'm not going to be able to move ahead unless I show him I'm ready to work at this. So that's what I'm hoping to do today. Because I know if I don't, I can't do his program. There's no other option for me out there.
I'm hoping he's lost more than 50 pounds personally. More than 50 pounds.
So I really hope I did it.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm back at Dr. Now's to see if I made it to my goal this time, and I'm really hoping I did. 2 months ago, I made it down to 695. Dr. Now gave me another weight loss goal to lose 50 pounds by the day. So if I made it, I'll be down to 645 today.
Your weight is 641.
641. Let's get it. Come on.
Yes. That's awesome. It felt really good to see that number come up. So I'm excited. I'm really
A total weight loss of 116 pounds. I mean, it took him 5 freaking months to do it. What was it, 6? 5.5 to 6 months to do it. But hey, end of the day, progress is progress, right? So yeah, 116 pounds is lost now within that timeline. I can respect that. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm just happy he lost more this time than than he was meant to. Because the first time he didn't get nowhere near where he was supposed to. Well done to the guy.
excited. I set my mind to something and I did it. And it wasn't easy. So it just feels really good to see it pay off. Especially
Now go give your girlfriend the pipe, man.
I wanted it so bad. So I'm hoping that the next steps for me are to figure out how to move to Houston. Because Dr. Nell's about to tell me that I'm approved for weight loss surgery.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Yeah, Dr. Nell, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. So you made it down here on your own again?
Yes, sir. This time it was easier, so I feel like what I'm doing is paying off. Yes, sir. I almost did a cartwheel.
All right. So did you cut back on your portion size?
Yes, sir. I did like you said, and I followed the portions in your book. And it was just like you told me, because after a month of never feeling full with that amount, I started to feel more full with it. Not completely, but I was getting more satisfied with less.
That's great. That's good progress. Well, I'm proud of you for all your hard work. So I'm going to pre you for weight loss surgery, and I'll do that as soon as you move down here to Houston.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited. I'm going to move down to Houston as soon as I can.
Don't take too long. But if you do, I expect you to stay on track and lose at least 15 pounds a month until we do your surgery, which should be easier for you. And it'll be great if you get under 600 before your surgery, because it will reduce the strain in your system and will be easier with anesthesia and all that. So you think you can do that?
Yes, sir. I can do that. I can stay on track and lose the 15 pounds a month until we do the surgery. I'm going to stick to my goals and keep on pushing on the diet that you gave me.
Okay, great. So I'm going to set you an appointment for 3 months from now. That will give you enough time to move down here, so you don't have to make the trips. And keep me posted about your time frame when you're moving down here. But as long as you stay on track, we'll keep moving forward with your surgery, okay?
That's great, doctor. I'm thankful that you put me for the surgery. It's a blessing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm proud of your progress. Keep working hard, and if you need anything before then, give me a call.
Thank you, and I will.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
I'm very proud of Paul. He has worked hard to do what he needs from the start. So I have no doubt about how dedicated he is to change his life and get healthy. And I'm confident he's ready to move ahead with weight loss surgery, and that he will be a good tool that will help him continue doing what he needs to get to his target weight. So as soon as he moves down here, we will take that step with him and then continue working to help him lose the 400 pounds he still needs to get to his target weight of 225 pounds. And I think with what I have seen from him so far, he should be able to do that within a year after his weight loss surgery, as long as he stick with it and keep working as hard as he has so far. But I'm proud of him for how he has done, and I'm looking forward to seeing even more progress from him soon.
I'm excited, because this means I can keep on moving forward to work towards getting my life back. And I have a chance to have what I want, which is a future with Jen. So I'm happy that I'm going to be able to take this next step to get closer to that. A lot of hard work ahead, especially figuring out the move to come down here and all that. But I'm ready to do this. Whatever I have to do to have the life that I want, I'm ready for it.
This is 2 days later.
I flew back home yesterday after my appointment with Dr. Now, but I held off on any anyone my progress and that I got approved. But right now, I wanted to do something special to tell Jen. This is beautiful.
Where are we going?
You like to know. Ultimately, this is good news, as this is going to save my life. But the bad part is, I have to move away, and that means that Jen and me have to have a long-distance relationship for a while. We won't be able to see each other often during that time, and that's going to be really hard for me. But I'm doing this for us because I know.
I respect the fact that he's not putting pressure on her to have to move with him.
If I don't, then I won't have a future with Jen.
Well, it's already past our anniversary. It's not my birthday. It's not your birthday.
It's not. It's a surprise. I have plans to tell her that I did it and that this is actually happening. So I'm moving to Houston, but I'm going to make her a promise.
He wants to tell her that I can finally give you the pipe, baby. Yo, I'll tell you another thing that's a good thing. At the very beginning of the episode, he said that he couldn't really wear different clothes. He had to keep wearing the same clothes all the time, pretty much. He's now wearing, obviously, different clothes as well, which is also good.
In 1 year, I'm going to lose the weight. Come and take her back to the beach. It's been a minute. Have you been to the beach, huh?
It has.
She loves the beach. It's one of her favorite places, but I've never been able to go with her. I can't wait to be able to walk on the beach.
Me too.
It's impossible at my size to walk on sand. My weight makes the shift too much to walk on. So my commitment to her is that I'm going to go work hard to get healthy, to lose all the weight in a year. Let's spin you around, right? Main reason I'm doing this is to have a better life with her and Riley someday, and I want that day to be soon.
What's up?
So, you wonder why I brought you here, right? I know I have a problem. I have to take this leap and have the surgery by going to Houston. And I know that you can't go because there's work and Riley. I want you to know that when I'm done with the surgery, I'm going to push myself to lose all this weight. Right now, I'm not able to walk on the beach. I want to make this promise.
I know you can do this.
I love you.
I love you. I understand why Paul has to go, but I'm not going to be able to go to Houston with him. I think the hardest thing is we're going to be apart 1,400 miles. I feel like our relationship is strong enough to withstand this time away. I think it's vital for him to get healthy because if he doesn't, the strain that the weight does put on his body, I feel will cut his life shorter. I think if Paul lost a lot of weight, he would be able to come out and do more things and be able to spend time doing those things with Riley and I. I want to be able to do things with him.
You hungry?
Yeah. Paul made a promise to me that he was going to come back and take a walk along the beach with me. I feel like that's important because the beach is one of my favorite places and he can't walk with me right now. So I think it's a really nice promise and I would love to walk on the beach with Paul. That would make me very happy. And I'm definitely going to hold him to it. I think that Paul will be very successful. I'm absolutely going to support him in his quest to lose weight. What sounds good to you?
Need some healthy.
Guaranteed. The moment this guy can walk on the beach is the moment he gets down on one knee. Guaranteed.
It changed my life.
Perfect setting.
And gave me purpose in life. So I owe her this. And even though it's going to be hard for both of us to be apart, I know we'll manage this and figure it out to make it work. That's a chicken.
Chicken? Do you want black beans?
No beans.
Beans?
No sour cream. No cheese.
So no dairy on it?
Thankfully, I have a little more time before I'm leaving. And a large ice water, please. I want to get my surgery as soon as possible. So the second that I have everything I need and everything lined up, I'm making the move. But until then, I'm making sure I don't slack on my diet. Dr. Now warned me about that, but I'm sticking to my diet. Because Dr. Now also told me if I don't stay on track, then I'll lose my approval. And I can't let that happen. But I know this means I have a lot of work ahead, not just to get ready for Houston and to move, but to lose the weight and to get to where I need. But I'm going to work my hardest to make sure that all that happens as soon as possible.
I'd offer you a bite, but you can't have the tortilla.
I don't need a bite, baby. I got this salad. It's good. Every choice I make from here on out has...
You know, I mean, listen, she didn't need to say that. She was like, I would offer you a bite, but I... No. Why are you even saying that? That shouldn't even be coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I like his response to her that it was good, but nah, she needs to be a bit more supportive than that. Nah, forget that. So that's just my opinion. Because any little comment like that could easily be triggering for anybody, depending on who they are. So don't worry about the part that you could offer them a bite. No. Don't worry about that.
One purpose, to get that life I want with Jen. So I'm using that to keep me motivated to my goal in that life, so I can get back here and keep that promise I made to the love of my life and start the life with her that I'm dreaming of. And I can't wait for that.
Wow, you seem really serious about this.
I gotta make a better life for both of us.
Wow, you seem really serious about it. How else is he made it seem unserious? Come on now, man. Come on, listen. I mean, just like Supin said up top there. After last episode, this is some much needed positivity. Facts. Listen, man. End of the day, congratulations to Paul. You know what I mean? I really hope he keeps up the hard work, and I really hope that he turns his life around completely. You know, I don't want him to be another one of those people that, you know, like sometimes you find videos that are like the people that were on 600 Pound Life that are no longer with us anymore. Hopefully he's not one of those people. Hopefully he's one of those people that really succeeds and gets himself to where he needs to be. So good luck to Paul. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. I mean, his woman needs someone who can lay down the pipe, you know what I'm saying? And her son needs someone who she can play with too, so yeah. Freaking lover started with black beans. Walking peak. Oh, I don't know where the last two things. That ended on the cliffhanger. No, it didn't. It did, but it didn't. But nonetheless, though, the first few days of change is the hardest. Then it's not so hard to eat healthy, in my opinion. I agree with you. I mean, the first couple of days or even months sometimes for people are always going to be hard. But after you get through the hardships, after that, it gets a little bit easier. I mean, to get hard again. I mean, it's always going to be good and hard. You know what I mean? It's never going to be just good or just bad. We just have to be pushing yourself. I would ask if when I'm under, could you please remove the black thing over? Anyway, so with that being said, thank you so much for coming through, everyone. I'll catch you guys by next upload as well as my next stream as well. Okay. Peace, love. Enjoy your evening or enjoy your daytime, depending where you are. Happy Friday.